your feet. But the hangman isn't hanging, and they put you on the street. Yeah, you go back, Jack, do it again. Wheel turning round and round. You go back, Jack, do it again.
Hey, SINDROA 2.
Welcome to the land of SINDROA.
Last time SINDROA 2, Le Parfait, breached
like that.
the Cidorni Nightmare Church, vanquished the metal men within, and foiled the strange, evil ritual of a fine, Hellraiser-looking gentleman who managed to escape, though his plan apparently foiled, rescuing the great tree Sentinel, and earning the thanks of the trees of Three Sisters. And also getting a funny little acorn, and a couple of them ate some of his sap and had weird things happen to their body.
Except for ours.
And that's like the whole thing that happened. So as we begin, you guys were just making your way down the mountainside, basically, back to the forest, right? Okay, so...
The increases were extra health and...
Yep. Extra health and charisma checks against plants and plant creatures, and possibility of a stun on necrotic.
What's the DC for that save?
The DC?
Yeah.
Let's say 13.
half the... Oh. I was going to say 1.175%
Nah,
of
that's a
the
little high.
damage
Let's say...
roll.
You know what? Nah, we'll say 12. 12 feels nice. I like 12.
It's a good number, 12.
That way it's like, you'll probably pass it, but you might not. You know? It's one of those good numbers.
I look at Ram and I say, was it a mistake for me not to become pod plant like you guys did?
I mean, there's always the opportunity for you to slurp some sap if you want. We're still here.
You said you can come back.
at any time.
We
That's
can
right.
come back anytime. I understand now.
Ez, you sound a little weird. Are you sad?
Oh,
Yeah,
this
like...
melancholy has just stricken me all of a sudden.
Oh,
All I heard was stricken me.
Yes.
you said melancholy.
Well, there's actually some X's right here on our map. But
Oh, fuck.
I think I think we should go back to Hope Creek for a little bit.
And look for Jack.
Well,
John.
yes, ask for some information, but also I need to sleep my weary little bones. I almost died down there.
Oh yeah, it was pretty bad. Like yeah. We should be a little more.
You know, if
Careful.
I were to get a part plant, body parts, I'd get like a wooden skateboard. I'd be able to get there super quickly.
I look around to see if Ayers
What
has
do
a skateboard on his body. I guess not.
So, I say we go back to Hope Creek.
Okay.
10 haste.
10 haste.
Well,
You guys don't have to make a check to go down the mountain because you guys already scouted a pretty good route up. So we'll just say it probably takes another like hour or so to get down. By the time you're at the base, we're probably just a little bit past noon at this point. on this fine fair day. And so you just want to sort of circle your way back around the peninsula and make your way back up to Hope Creek?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
What time is it?
it's I'd say it's probably about 1 p.m.
Okay.
Slime time, Clive.
So as we begin to traverse, let's get some rolls, Chiefs.
Ah, yes, the dice. Let me
Big
see if I can
dice.
find the big old die. There we go. Whoa.
What are we rolling?
It's just the travel roll.
Oh, 10.
10, you say? All seems rather well. And you make your way back around this huge thrust of rock here, this sort of extending branch of the mountains, back along to that sort of narrow passage between the river and the rock face that winds its way back up to the northern part of Three Sisters. No, you would be... Yeah, this is where... Okay, give me another one.
Okay.
As you hold up the fingers with your hands and...
I got a
that'll be
squid.
roll.
What is that?
It's a natural
20.
20.
Ooh, a natural 20. Give me another roll.
We find 3 gold on the
Oh,
ground.
right.
There are
Yeah,
fires.
I think that was a 19. Yeah.
19, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. Will this be a social encounter? That'll be really scary. Because that's... Oh, actually, wait, hold on a second. Did we take a short rest?
I don't know.
Could?
I don't think officially, but we could just knock another hour off of the time and have you... We should just say you did one after rescuing Sentinel.
I was wondering, because Ares is sort of limping along like a little
Yeah.
Dying.
So you
We
can
did
go
short
ahead.
rest before.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do your short rest stuff. We'll just say it's like 2 o'clock now. Just tell me when you're good.
I don't know how much health I had.
Oh, hold up. I can just put
I
you
don't
guys
know
back
either.
on. Here, just your health should be there.
Okay.
Oh, that's quite high. That's only one.
Oh, that's high.
Do we get any bonuses from you, Siobhan? I forgot.
No, that's during combat. I can though, but it's only one person at a time. It's a cantrip
That's fine.
where you can add a D4.
Let's keep doing this.
All right, I'm feeling as cool as a cucumber.
I'm great.
I just do.
Okay.
Have I fixed?
I'm good. I'm done.
Hold on, I have routinely forgotten to fix this item. I'm just gonna do it now before I forget, because I keep forgetting.
Ooh, wow, that last one was a good one. Feeling pretty good.
It's almost as if
What? It's almost as if what?
Oh my god, Ayers, are you... Ayers! Wake up!
Ayers? Oh my god, are you dying? Oh my god, no! Ayers! Ayers! Get some air!
I'm
Ayers!
shaking like a rag doll.
So, are we good? Should I go?
No, I guess.
As you guys are walking along, you begin to hear a sound, a very hefty sort of branch snapping, something very large moving type sound as you're making your way along the edge of the river. And you can see now, you're in a space where there's some more tree cover and a little bit more space between the rock and the river, but you guys are like sort of rock side, over by riverside, like closer to the shore of where the Alma is. You see a massive shape just sort of clambering its way through the trees, probably in height close to 20-25 feet. Maybe even larger, because it's sort of low to the ground. You're just seeing this huge black furred shape with many limbs just moving through the underbrush, pushing aside trees like they're made of paper mache, just and you just hear this
Pretend I'm part of the rock. Pretend I'm part of the rock.
I hide behind under something that's not in its way.
If you are attempting to conceal yourself from this creature, please make a stealth check.
I'll do it.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh boy, that's very bad.
I don't remember. Did I do that?
Let's roll the big dice for
I don't
this.
think I had.
Ooh, that's safe. 17.
I'm gonna put it down in this little box. I already have mage armor on, unfortunately, so I did it twice. I'd have 2 mage armors and I'd have 19 AC. That's how it works.
Damn, a 7, Matt? What the fuck?
I rolled a 3 plus a 5.
You guys sort of like duck over by
8.
the rocky outcroppings
Doesn't
here at
matter.
the edge of the cliff and try to like keep yourself still and unseen. This massive creature seems, I mean, it's big, it's scary looking, even though you can't quite make out all the details of it. But then, as you're sort of crouching there, it looks like it pauses slightly, and you hear like the deep, like intakes of breath. And it looks like it's sort of clambering in your direction a little bit. Not like beelining for you, but just almost like investigating the area. And as it sort of pushes through the underbrush, just like causing the trees to lean to the side, you see now what looks to be a gigantic, furry, black spider of a kind, but its body is very thick and heavy and meaty. At the end of each of its limbs is this huge gray hand, like a
human hand?
normal
5 finger?
like primate hand. And its head, as you see, just sort of peering around, is this enormous, with glowing yellow eyes, this enormous gorilla's head.
Hold
It's a
on.
spider monkey.
Hey, this is like fucking, what is this? Animal Island, Treasure Island, Dr. Moreau, fucking guys.
Spy Kids?
Spy Kids.
It was Spy Kids that had the ape spider.
So it's like meaty. Doesn't have an exoskeleton.
It seems to be fleshy and furry.
So it's an ape spider. Okay. It's got 8
Spider
legs.
monkey.
That's
Apes are not monkeys.
I hold on. I start crying.
It's not like that. It's not like an ape drider. It's like where the spider's head would be, there's just a gorilla's head. Like it's attached to the thorax in the way that a spider's head would be. And you can see it just sort of reaching around with these like huge, fully functional thumbed hands, just sort of like pushing trees aside and like tilting its head and just. And it's seems like it smelled something.
I have no spell slots.
Oh, me neither. Awesome. Yeah. Okay.
Luckily, as you guys are sort of sitting there waiting for it to come upon you, you hear this like loud cracking sound, like like almost like a tree going down somewhere in the distance, and the gorilla just looks off in the other direction, then just moves out with like really startling speed, just heading off in that direction away from you.
Dang.
It's scary.
You think that it would have hurt us? Or maybe it was a friend?
It looked like it was hungry sniffing.
How does that work? Can it turn its head? Is there a neck? What? Why is it? How big were its hands?
I don't like whatever.
How big were its hands?
Yeah.
Like from pinky to tip of forefinger, probably like, or from like pinky to tip of thumb, probably like I don't know, 4 or 5 feet.
That's no good.
That's a people.
How does that work?
But
Why is that loud? Are there gods that like?
it appears to have wandered off for the moment in pursuit of something else with great celerity.
It's a good thing he smells celery off in the distance.
Thanks, Ronick.
What did he say there? I think in character.
He smells some quote-unquote Hispanic children?
What?
Junior doesn't look Hispanic.
Are we making a Spy Kids reference?
Yes.
I honestly, when I made this creature, I honestly did not even. I don't remember the fucking spider gorilla from Spy Kids.
Me neither.
I don't remember that being a thing.
Yeah, but
I'm
there
happy
is.
I don't remember.
Literally,
For me-
all I remember from Spy Kids is the thumb-thumbs.
I was going to say it's
Yes.
all thumbs.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember that thing.
And I think somebody surfs on lava at some point.
That wasn't the third one when
Okay.
they were in the video game, and it was magma, not lava.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
That was
My
one of the
name
lines.
is
Wasn't it
HK.
exposed to the surface? Isn't that lava then?
No, it was underground.
I don't remember.
Yeah, when it's exposed to the surface, it's lava. When it's underground, it's magma.
Okay, so that creature appears to have departed for the moment, so you feel like you're probably safe to move on for the moment.
Okay.
I safely move on.
I copy her.
Okay. Give me another one, friends.
11.
Okay. More uneventful travel. Making your way along river's edge. Give me another one.
7.
Yet more uneventful travel as you reach about 5 p.m. mark. Starting to get a little bit of color starting to come to the sky as you're
Time for bed.
coming nearer and nearer to Hope Creek. Give me another one.
16.
16. Roll.
Oh, roll a 2.
2. As you guys are making your way through the underbrush here, closer to Hope Creek, you come across what looks like a small, silent campsite. There are 3 tents, a fire pit in the center, besides which are a trio of stools. There's a wisp of smoke curling up from the embers of the fire like it's just recently been put out. And there's a little tin cup of coffee on one of the stools. Various pans and picks and tools lying about. All the tents you can see, the flaps are open. You can see the interiors. There's stuff in there, but no people. And oddly, in front of each of the tents is a pile of clothing, neatly folded with a hat resting on top of it.
They must have gone out for a jog.
That's scary. Where'd they go? Where'd they go without their...
They left their clothes behind on a jog?
Maybe they had extra pairs.
Yes. Why don't you think about this?
Do we look for tracks or something?
That's what I think we should do.
Well, I can't. I don't see anything.
I can't see
Let
it
me-
good.
Well, I
I
can't
will
really
help
see
Ram,
very well
because he
either.
has a bigger investigate, I believe.
Very
Mine is 0.
Mine's 2.
Mine's
Mine's 3.
small.
Okay,
Oh,
do
Ram's
some
got 3.
investigating. 9. I don't think I see much.
No, I helped you.
Advantage.
And you know, and someone's given us guidance too.
Too late, he's already rolled.
Yep, he sure has. All right, so what'd you get?
13.
That's not bad. You sort of pick around the campsite. You can see inside the tents there are bedrolls and lanterns.
We're looking for tracks.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were searching the campsite looking
No.
for tracks. You
Looting.
can with 13. This would be. Would you do investigation? This would probably be a survival check actually for tracks.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm good at survival.
Well, he already rolled, so just apply your survival bonus to whatever it would have been.
It'd be a 12 then.
A 12, okay. You can actually see what looks like 3 sets of tracks heading away from the campsite. They're all in, like, dramatically different directions. But following them for just a little bit in all of these directions, you lose them pretty quickly in the dense underbrush, and you're not too sure. You kind of lose sight of the trail, but you definitely do see the tracks heading out.
Okay. Well, I don't really have any. I don't have any spells or anything, and they probably got like kidnapped or mind controlled or something. So
they took off their clothes and folded them.
yeah, they mind controlled, not kidnapped. Then then they probably got. There's probably some sort of monster there or a person with magic, and then we can't. They're gonna kill us.
Now that seems like jumping to conclusions.
No, I think we should go.
I'm also at the point of we should go.
I think this is very bad.
I think
What
they
if we
need
can
help.
find these people? If they're in danger, we should
Yes,
help
I
them.
think they need,
But the
they need
tracks
help.
disappear.
Maybe they were taken off by some sort of bird.
Well, then I don't
Well,
want to be
now they're
bird
definitely
food.
gone.
Why don't we
I don't
try
wanna be
looking in a
bird
can
food.
for anything?
Okay, maybe they have like notes or
Maybe
something.
maybe there's a journal or something that could give
Yeah.
us a hint.
All right.
Okay, so now use your investigate.
Yeah, now you can do it. Make a new roll. Sorry, I misheard what you were doing at first.
with some guidance from our best friend.
Or
Greetings.
Affirmative.
Oh, that's a natural 20 with a 2 and a 3, so a 25.
did not need the guidance.
Yeah, well, it makes it even beefier. Now you look inside the tent, see bedrolls and lanterns. In one of the tents is there's not much really of note that you find in it, just like the general,
The bottle Claritin
stuff
D.
that people would have like out in the woods. Though you'd get a sense from like the tools that are left about, and like you find little pans and stuff like that. You gathered that these people were probably prospecting on like the various streams and rivers in the area. You find in the center tent there is a locked chest, and in the third tent there is a little pan next to what look like sort of dirty items that have been fished probably out of the river, probably like just scooped up, which is like this weird sort of like oddly shaped rock and a little ring that has these eyes just etched around the exterior.
Ooh,
Okay, so-
trinkets.
Wait. All the rock and the eye ring.
Yeah, and there's a locked chest in one of the other ones.
Okay, wait, how oddly shaped is the rock?
It's just kind of like weirdly lumpy and like just shaped strange, and it's just kind of like unique and weird looking.
I sure hope it doesn't move around and form a mouth and eyes and scream at us.
That would be the.
If this is something dangerous, I would highly recommend you put together some sort of insurance plan for your health. Because I cannot provide one. I can't. There's nothing I can
I think
do.
most of this party is still under 26.
Yes.
But I don't actually have insurance. I just get free medical care. Different.
Oh, dandy, you bitch.
So it means it doesn't apply here. I'm gonna fucking die.
I've got Medicare.
Dandy.
Oh.
Okay. Does no one have an identify so they can get cursed? I don't think anyone does. Unless.
Nope.
Okay. I look at the.
I don't think I do, but I'll check.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Aired.
Yes.
Divine sense, bro.
Oh, that's right. It picks up
Come
curses.
on. Come on.
Sorry, I'm not used to this yet. I was thinking about it. I'm like, that doesn't check do curses.
Oh,
And I'm
come
like,
on, Airs.
I use my divine sense.
Come on.
Use your divine sense.
Come on, Airs.
You don't detect anything on those items that you observed or really anywhere else in the camp. However, you do get a desecrated vibe from the interior of that chest.
No.
That chest happens to
You can
be-
get the funny ring, but don't touch the chest. Oh my god, please.
Good touch the chest, though. Don't you
Did
want to
any of
know
us?
now?
Did any of us really like actually mention the possibility that it could be a mimic?
I don't know.
That's not. If a mimic would not necessarily give off a desecrated vibe. That's not.
No, it would give up just a.
It would, you just wouldn't get anything.
You get an Aggie vibe.
Desecrated. An Aggie vibe? Whoa.
A mimic
Yeah,
is
like
not,
Aggie.
mimics are not revealed by your divine sense.
A&M. I was.
Yeah, but your general vibe check.
There's definitely something unholy about that fucking chest, but don't you want to know what's going on there now, though?
Yeah,
I want to
don't
know what's
Sandy
inside
does,
that
though.
chest.
You want that
Why don't
chest?
you open it up with your mage hand? That way you're not cursed by touching it.
He would have to lockpick it with his mage hand.
But none of us are Taco Bill.
Who needs to do that?
I guess not.
Yeah.
You can shoot it with a gun.
I guess he could shoot it with a gun. What does he mean?
I would say you could see that now that you're sort of taking a closer look at this chest. It is locked with a padlock, and you can see it looks like there are like scratch marks around the lock,
Like a cat?
like just little. Make a nature check.
Ooh, I'll assist. I'm good at nature.
Okay. Do you want? Okay. Can you assist? It's 12.
12. They don't seem like quite so fine and precise as like little cat claws or anything like that. Looking at it closely, they look to be kind of like uneven and rough and sort of a little flat almost. And looking
Like
closely,
human?
you can see what looks like a fragment of what looks to be probably a human fingernail in the wood.
Okay, so it's human.
Some sort of broad, flat-nailed creature. Maybe it was the ape. Ah, yeah. Okay.
Not like huge, like
Yeah, I know.
So they were desperately trying to get in there.
Yeah. So, and the chest inside of it is desecrated.
there's
They
a
wanted to
there's a
get-
desecrated
Inside of it.
vibe going on. In
I
that
wonder
chest.
if they locked some cool artifact in there and then got mind controlled to try to get it, and they couldn't get it out because somebody threw the key away because they knew it was cursed or something. I don't know.
Then they got naked and walked
Yeah.
away.
Then like it progressed. Maybe they got the Atlov passed.
Let's destroy the lock.
Can you do like a ritual to make it not desecrated or protect us from curses?
I have I thought I could.
At higher levels, maybe. I know there's a spell that can do that, but I think it's like 5th level or something.
You know, I'm not seeing it here. And I don't even have the protection from good and evil.
What? Okay, that was. Never mind. That was. Terror who did that.
Protection from Dumb and Dumber.
I was thinking of Hallow, was what I was thinking of when he mentioned that spell. But
Anyway, no.
How many people? How many sets of clothing was it?
3.
Do we have? I am a curious individual too. Do not get me wrong. However, if we unlock that, to what end? To what end are we? Are we going to close it again? Are we going to lock it again? Are we going to leave it here? What are we going to do once we look at it?
It's a good point.
Well, I want to know what's inside. Then we'll
Yeah,
decide
and
what
then
to do.
what? And then no, well,
What if it's
it's
Whatever
a
it
bad
is,
thing inside. We already know it's a bad
Well,
thing.
it could be harmful, and if it has 3 victims, it could claim more.
So what's the end game?
We deal with it.
How?
We'll
putting
figure
in
it
our
out once we
pocket
know what
and
it is.
taking it with us.
Taking it with us. Can't let you do that.
Didn't like the
Yeah.
last time you took like something from the woods, it turned out to be a druid thing, and they want to like kill you now.
Ram, you are in timeout from taking.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't like it. Ew.
I'm just saying we are
Ram slowly
ill-equipped.
puts the eye ring in his pocket.
Okay.
I mean, it didn't ping, so whatever.
I guess I'm satisfied now.
Well, I don't really want to take it out either, but if we don't, then what? Won't someone else come across it eventually, and then they'll open it? And then
Maybe they'll be better.
And then
equipped
it'll be
to deal
their
with it.
problem.
what if we just move the chest and put it in the hole?
But think, if it's contained in a chest with a padlock, how bad could it possibly be?
Yeah. So maybe we should just put it in a chest with a padlock in a hole.
Yes,
now
let's
you're-
dig a hole and open it up there.
If we had another lock to put on it, I'd say we could open it.
I have some chains, so we could just close it again.
Is there a lock with the
No.
chains? Chains aren't that hard.
Let's
Just
just
unravel
try
them.
Can we produce
You got
enough
a
heat?
neat sailor's knot.
Can we produce enough heat to melt the
The
chains
best
together?
lock. The best lock is hiding, so we'll just bury it.
That's what I'm saying.
We could always try selling it in town and making some money.
Can't sell a cursed thing.
I won't bring that to
Damn.
town, to be honest.
Do we? What about the wizard scholar?
Exactly. See, there's
Maybe
someone
he
in-
would destroy it, you mean?
You know, we could take it to the cleric in the church. They might know what to do with it.
He's not very powerful.
Yeah,
He
couldn't-
looks very
He
powerful.
might-
He couldn't
might
cure a
know
curse.
someone more
He
powerful.
couldn't fix the blue.
Yeah, he couldn't even fix the blue.
Although I'm kind of getting used to it.
Unfortunately,
It's
not
honestly, it
not every
looks-
priest in SINDROA, unfortunately, is a big magic man. It's a regrettable.
not all of them are actual clerics.
Yeah,
Some of them are just holy people.
yeah.
Dandy, I'm gonna be honest.
Mhm.
It's not a bad look.
Really?
You look like it looks like you're like some sort of. Looks like you were born that way. Like you're just like some sort of like exotic.
I wear it that naturally.
Yeah. Maybe you could lean into it.
Quite flattering.
Dandy, blue, dandy.
And then like if you ever like switch back, then you'll be like exotic in a different way.
Right. You know, I mean, I came here looking for change, right? And now I'm blue.
You know, I have a plan. Let's bring the chest with us over to the river. And whatever contents are in it, we could emergency dump it.
Because then they were cursing the fish.
Yes, no, don't introduce.
But
Don't
what if it's
introduce
just an
things
evil spirit that jumps out at us?
Oh well, then we're in trouble.
Can
aren't
we,
we?
so, I mean, we have shovels, right?
That
Can we
would
revisit the
explain
hole?
why it might be able to be contained within the
I put my
chest.
long ear over the top of the chest in order to listen inside.
Shake it.
Make a perception check. Oh, you want to shake it or just listen?
Well, I'll just listen.
I will shake it.
Shake
It's
it while
not
she's-
bad. 19.
You don't hear anything.
I shake it now.
The curse.
I help him shake it.
You hear what sounds like a number of small items, like small hard items, rolling around inside. Just
Nintendo 64.
There's multiple things in
Okay, small. Wait, how small? Like dice
small
size?
enough that it sounds like a bunch of little pieces of something rattling around in there.
Are we
there.
talking
It's
choking
probably pieces of people.
Well, does it? Can we tell the material? Is it metallic? Is it
You
hard,
just it
soft?
just sounds probably not like specific material. It sounds hard. It sounds like solid and hard.
hard. It could be a cursed set of dice. It could be human bones. It could be tiny knives.
Other bones.
It
Tiny
could be knuckle bones used as dice. Cursed.
This is horrid. If we come back in this direction later, maybe we'll see if this is still here.
Someone will take
I
it.
don't think we should leave it without figuring
I
out
don't
something.
think we should take it with us.
Well, maybe not take it with
There's
us,
some
but
evil
bury
here that's
it or
being.
something so that
There
no
is
one else comes
unsupervised
across it.
evil here.
Yeah, and
It's
like
evil
imagine
in
how
the shadow.
unsupervised it's been since we found it.
Ram,
It's
were you
like
not the
sup-
one who
that's
down
like
in
a
the
good thing.
evil hole said, "This is above our pay grade"? This
I
is
mean-
above our pay grade.
I mean, it's just a chest.
Yeah, an evil chest.
I am not walking around this forest butt ass naked.
Then
My,
then we
I
should
am,
bury
and
it.
I
right? So that no one else finds it and opens
so that
it
anyone who passes
accidentally.
over. Well, they didn't open it. See, they couldn't open it.
Exactly. That's why we bury it. So
It was an
that-
aura.
But if it's in the
We'd
ground,
have to bury it pretty damn deep.
I don't
We
know
have to
how
for
much
hours.
cover it would need. You
I
know?
mean, if it really was emanating some sort of magical dark energies, you'd think I'd be affected by it right now. I'm holding it.
Probably takes maybe an hour, 2 hours, a day, 2 days. You don't know.
Hold it. I look in Air's eyes.
They appear to be
The-
capable of sight.
They are pink as hell.
Air's. Just get away from me.
Yours has conjunctivitis now.
Yeah.
No, I'm high.
Oh my god, like what are you smoking?
This carrot here.
He's high on life.
You can't get high off carrots. Silly.
You've tried.
Shouldn't you have good perception?
I do.
All the carrots.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, okay, so that point you said is contrary to someone, burying it will be fine. No one's going to be in the same spot for like a couple of hours or days or something.
Yes.
I say we
yes,
deal with it.
We can take the next 4 hours or something, bury it as deep as we can, I guess.
And then open it from above.
No. It's buried. We can, if we want to open it, we can come back once we talk to the wizard scholar, and also we're not tired, and also we're not. I don't know.
Both
I don't have a
Dandy and
shovel.
I have no spells left.
Yeah, I don't have any magic. Well, I can do this. I make a cool little yellow spark, and pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
But that's not going to stop a curse.
There's something
So
very enticing about that box.
don't tell me how I feel. Railroading.
Am I? Or am I just saying, you don't know, it just seems like there's something real enticing about that box.
I mean, you're right. It is enticing, but I do want to put it in a hole. It doesn't have to.
You're talking about it, you're having your conversations. You keep looking at it, though. You're not sure. It's almost involuntary. You just keep looking at it.
It doesn't even have to be that deep. Just so nobody can find the chest. Make it look natural, like there's not even a hole there. Pat it down with the shovel. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe grow some grass on it. So I don't have a shovel or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So does anyone have a shovel?
Actually, I might have a shovel. Hold on.
I actually might have a shovel because of the thingies kit. Does
the
the
shovels-
thingy kit have in
I've got a crowbar.
That's kind of like a shovel.
It's the shovel of wood.
A miner's pick. I
Are
do
there
have
any-
a shovel.
Hey! Minecraft shovel. Check. We got one. Are there any tools in the
Right.
camp, maybe?
Oh, there would be.
Yeah, actually, you know what? There are picks and
Yeah.
shovels in the camp. You could probably pilfer those. Because they would have shovels for sure lying around.
Okay. Nobody here is strong except, I guess, Ram has the best strength, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
then I have 10.
That's mine as well, but no,
Oh.
I have 12.
Oh my god.
But I'm also large when it comes to strength.
Well, there are enough shovels for... we can't... Okay, well, I guess 2 people is probably the max for an effective hole digging, unless we take turns, so we'll just go. I'll help. I think I might have the second highest strength.
How deep are you trying to dig this hole?
Good 6 feet, like a corpse.
Proper
Gonna
grave
take
digging? Okay.
I was thinking, because it is pretty late-ish, it's the afternoon at this point.
It's about
mid-afternoon.
5 p.m.
I was thinking it might just dig the hole deep enough to get the chest in there and try to just hide the fact that the ground's been disturbed. Hopefully that'll prevent people from seeing it from a distance at least. And we'll do this not in the middle of the camp. Off to the side. In the woods. Is that okay?
Maybe 3 feet is okay. How big's the chest?
It's about like this big.
Okay. Like a foot and a half.
Yeah, a little over a foot. So if you're digging a hole of about 6 foot depth, it'll take you about 3 hours to properly dig that hole.
How far are we from town?
You are about an hour out from town.
Well,
We could make it.
yeah, okay, why not?
Okay.
Sure.
So you guys set to work digging as the time whiles away, chopping at this dense packed earth running into a lot of rocks. There's a lot of subsurface rocks in the area and a lot of sort of deep buried pockets of that sort of like granite that you've seen all over the place. But you over the course of 3 hours of pretty back-breaking work, it's not I mean, digging a hole of this magnitude is not leisurely activity. I'm gonna say who's digging the hole?
Mainly Ram. He has no strength, and he has the
Oh, is it
devil.
just Ram?
Mainly, he's leading it. I think that we're gonna have, given the size of the hole, it probably wouldn't be practical to have more than 2 at a time, right?
Probably. I mean,
So I think I have the second highest strength, so I'll go, and then I guess we'll also shift when we get tired.
okay. I'll say because it seems like if you're swapping out a bunch, but Ram is mostly doing the lead digging, I'm gonna just give this to Ram. So Ram, just give me like a Constitution save.
Yes. Oh boy, another nat.
Okay, you manage to stave off any exhaustion that might set in over the course of digging this extensively long hole. There's a lot of points where there's 1 or 2 points where like you're in the digging process and like somebody like sort of like shoves you and says, "Hey, are you good, brother?" You're staring off into space and you realize for a moment that you've been staring at the box for a second. You're like, "That was weird." You go back to digging. But there's points where all of you sort of feel like that. We're all just sort of like, you know, going over to take somebody like goes to hand you the shovel and then it falls onto the ground and they're like, "The fuck, man, I handed you the shovel." And you're like, "Huh? What happened?" And you look over away from the chest again. But you do get the hole dug, and you are free to do with the hole as you please.
Any neat rocks in the hole
Oh yeah, it's important.
that we dug up?
Um,
Any cool quartzes?
Gold mine.
Probably not here. Probably mostly just like your standard granite pieces in this particular part of the biome right here. Mostly this stuff is just like subsurface rocks and stuff. They're the mineral deposits are more prominent further into like the actual more mountainous portions of Three Sisters. Down here, there's not a huge amount of it until you start to get into like the actual subterranean. You get some granite paperweights.
Very neat paperweights, maybe.
Okay.
You find
I would
a
not-
chunk
Flat
of granite that kind of looks like it's kind of like weird and round and spiky looking, and almost like looks like a sea urchin.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of
That's a
rocks,
weird paperweight. I need one that's flat on bottom. Dang it.
we
You get one that is shaped exactly like the state of Texas.
I hate it.
Speaking of rocks,
And you can
what?
point on the spot right there.
Yeah.
Right
Nope.
there.
No,
Where your house is at Jerry World.
nope. I thought you were pointing to Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas.
Jerry World at the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
My friend lives there.
Oh no, all of Dallas.
What kind of rock is the oddly shaped rock?
Make a nature check.
I'm so naturally. 17.
17? Honestly, you're not sure. You're not 100% sure. It looks weird. It's definitely got sort of like the smooth like texture and shape of some kind of river stone. But it's you're not really clocking exactly what its material is.
Is it pretty a little bit?
It's nice looking. It's not super fancy, but it's like it's nice looking in the way that like a nice smooth kind of shiny river stone is nice looking.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's colored like a river stone. It's just normal sort of
Just
rock
sort of
color.
just
grayish.
dark, like closer to like very dark gray sort of. Very very smooth, almost like polished.
It's not black though.
It's not like it's not like full black. No, I mean it's not a complete uniform color. It's kind of like a little varyings on the end of dark gray, but mostly dark gray.
I
Okay.
love rock.
Then I go. Okay, we're done. Now I think we have to fill it in.
It's pitch black at this point, by the way. It's like 8 p.m. But
Okay. It should
Putting
be
the
easier.
chest in there.
We have gravity.
Starting it at least.
I have a question. Hold on. Damn. Do you know? I don't know. If Jasper's dropped to 0 hit points, can I resummon him the same day?
If a familiar dies, you just have to recast the spell, including
Yeah.
the gold.
yeah, I think you gotta rebuild him.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, no Jasper for the next.
Which is
For
like
the next.
you gotta, you basically got to just dump out 10 gold worth of materials, and you can bring him back. That's yeah, no,
For the
I know,
next.
I know you're broke. I know you're broke right now.
Yeah.
It's fine though. It's fine. I'm so strong.
Sorry.
She,
Yeah, I'm sorry. He was right next to the tree. There were no other enemies there. That's
yeah.
what he would have done.
I don't even remember how he went down. So whatever.
Everybody ran away from the big, like, corrupted tree man, the treant, and Jasper was the only one there, and it was like, well, I mean, he'd take a swing at whoever was next to him, so I gotta
okay.
attack
He's-
Jasper.
Okay, Ram exacted revenge on him.
Yeah, Ram got revenge for Jasper. He blew his fucking brains out.
No.
No, it's okay. Jasper's revenge.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Ram? You don't have to be worried. He deserved to die. Also,
Don't say that. I didn't know.
no, you
I didn't
know.
want him to die.
Ram.
I thought you just kept attacking people. He almost crushed Air's skull.
Yeah, I know. You know, it was a really scary place, and none of us know what was going on. You thought you were helping.
But you were hurting.
Just shut the fuck up, God. Okay.
Can I see the really cool rock?
Yeah, I show the rock.
Well, actually, I have low light vision. I could probably
Actually, I don't really need
see it a little bit. I was asking about Jasper because he has the light cantrip, not me.
Well,
And it's very dark.
I don't have a line. I have a torch, I guess.
Oh, okay. That works.
But first, we have to lower the.
We could probably say you probably would have put up a torch or some shit once the sun set, because otherwise you'd be digging in pitch darkness, which would be kind of stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we lower the chest in there. I don't know.
You just place the chest in the 6-foot hole.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We could just drop. But maybe we should lower it in with like a rope system. Just put ropes under it and lower it and then pull it out from under. Then if I get stuck under.
I'd
Sure.
rather just kick it in.
Okay, let's vote. Drop it in or try to concoct a rope system. I vote for dropping it in.
My vote's for dropping it in.
I'll help you.
Let's
kick
like
it.
just drop it in.
Alright.
Everybody
Oh, no.
stands as one, locks hands, and kicks it simultaneously like they're members of the Rockettes. And it goes... it goes spinning into the hole and just poof, lands with a thud in the ground back there. You feel this like weird like pang in like the pit of your stomach. This like anxiety. Like, oh, like you feel like bad. You just feel like this like uncomfortable like bad feel in your gut looking at it all the way down there in that hole.
I feel manipulated and start kicking in dirt.
Do you think it's like... Is it talking?
It's not talking.
I mean, like, is it communicating? With that
It's trying to
feeling?
tell you how you feel.
That's not very nice. People would always say, "Oh, Dandy, you look. Why aren't you talking? Are you mad?" No, I wasn't. You know. Okay.
Why aren't you talking?
I was busy. I was thinking. You know, I like to think. If fucking throw a clump of dirt down there.
We'll say over the next like half hour or so, you can dump all the dirt back in there and sort of fill it up to the point where it looks like you guys have buried a body out in the woods. But you imagine there's probably a bunch of those out there. So,
and we will attempt as best we can to disguise the disturbing of the earth. Maybe put like
Get that green top.
Yeah, exactly.
sure.
If there's any loose moss, put it on there. Pat the earth down. Oh, would it be find any? No, there's no journals or anything. I would just can we slip my mind? No, we just found the rock and the ring in the chest. Okay. Well, that's done. I kind of feel like we did bury a dead body. Like that movie.
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, that one.
Ram's
surprised
favorite
you heard of
movie.
it. I've never even seen it. I'd have seen parodies of it.
Same here.
Oh my god, same. The parodies are so much better than like the real ones.
Remember in the movie when Leslie Nielsen pulled the alien's finger?
Oh, remember in the movie where he peed out of his finger?
That's crazy.
I remember.
We should talk about things that aren't curses more often, and things that are also canon, like this conversation.
Yeah, this is happening. So you have buried the chest. Are you anything else, gents?
Let's get away from this place.
We leave. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Unless you want to, do we want to rob the? No.
No, that would be burgle.
Yeah, burgle, loot.
Well,
I'm
the
leaving.
ring was pilfered at the very least, but
The ring was rescued, in the sense that we rescued future travelers from finding it and discovering its hidden curse. It doesn't show up on the radar.
are you taking the cool rock?
I mean, it's. Do you think that it's like connected to the whole thing, or did one of the guys just find a cool rock?
It didn't have a bad aura.
Well, think it have a. I mean, I don't know what divine sense. It doesn't detect curses, right? It just detects like desecration.
Yeah, it doesn't show you curses. It shows you things that are like explicitly defiled or unholy or sort of shit like that, and certain types of creatures.
Well, I guess we might take it. Maybe the wizard scholar can tell us something about it. But no one, don't put it on your finger or anything. In fact, I actually don't sleep with the ring in your. I feel like it's gonna jump on someone's hand or something. I feel like that's gonna happen.
It's just in the one ring.
I didn't say that. There's multiple rings.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of rings in the world.
What if you put it on a chain or like a rope?
Yeah, like a piece of rope. It can be put on a piece of rope.
That way it's too busy. It can't get on a finger. Okay, I'll do that. I put that on a rope and I tie around the end of the side to make a sort of fun little shape.
Like a circle. Dude.
Do you allow this, Ram?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have a cool rope for my ring.
All right, you got a cool rope for your ring.
You just cut some blank off this rope.
Um.
There we go. Oh, and I don't know who had the rock. I give it to Siobhan because she asked about it. It's hers now. It's her fucking problem.
Thanks, I'm crazy about rocks.
Tell us if you feel any weird urges about rocks or rings, Ram. Let's go.
I always have the urge to take things, but I'll let you know.
Well, okay.
The spirit of theft is alive and well.
Okay, let's depart
That's
the
what
premise.
drove me to become a pirate.
Arr!
Arg, that's so fun.
Okay.
Pirate.
You guys head on into Hope Creek as you can see it's pretty dead here. It's not like Bone Cliff, where even during the night there's still some foot traffic and still some stuff going on. It's very, very... Everybody, it's not been massacred. It's not that kind of dead, but it's like... It's very quiet and closed as you step in here. It's probably like 9 p.m., which is not like super late, but like it seems like the majority of people have already started to like wrap up for the most part. The lodge is dark for the moment. Patrician's Choice seems to be closed. There's a couple of people sort of sitting on porches and stuff like that, or like 1 or 2 people walking around, but other than that, mostly everything is dark.
Is there a place to stay here? Did we notice?
On your first path through the town, you did not see anything that resembled a particular inn or boarding house or anything of that type.
Should we squat on the street? Hold on, let's do one more pass through the town before we squat on the street.
Make a perception check.
Oh, I will make a perception. Oh,
Okay.
that's pretty bad. It's a 7.
I rolled something as well. Mine was a 13.
You guys sort of take a stroll through town looking around, and you don't see anything that at least explicitly advertises itself as any kind of inn or anything like that. It doesn't seem like there's a huge industry for travelers here in Hope Creek, at least based on what you can tell. Doesn't seem like they really have an inn.
Let's go to the farm and sleep in the barn. And ask to sleep in the barn.
Oh my god, that rhymed.
Yeah.
It was a
Alright.
weak rhyme, but sure.
It rhymes to rhyme, dude.
Farm, barn.
Farm. Yeah. I follow. I go to the manger. I bring frankincense.
Yeah, we go to the Scarecrow farm.
I say
Okay.
I'll be a scarecrow for one day if you let me sleep.
God, that's so annoying. I'm gonna make that stop. Give me a second. Woo!
What the hell is wrong with my fucking pits? Stop
Flew
doing
off my
that.
face.
There's water coming out of my skin.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Go against this bowl. Hold on.
You know, I'm working on a dandy blue version that doesn't blue his eyes and teeth. Honestly, I don't like it. It's kind of unsettling, but maybe I'll get used to it. Look who's gone. Good Christ.
Any second now.
I'm gonna go get a snack.
So, you want to walk your way over to the farm on the far side of town?
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way through town. It's pretty small town. Doesn't take you that long to cross it. You can see across these wide stretches of farmland and sort of crops. You can see this house in the distance, just sort of like partially elevated on a hill overlooking the grounds, so to speak. With like a single light in an upstairs window, and other than that, relatively dark. You can see more of those scarecrows just sort of making paths throughout the various rows of crops. And you approach the house. It's a pretty nice, like, well-constructed farmhouse. You know, got a nice front porch, little, like, held up by these little wooden pillars. 2 stories, still sort of like unpainted wood planks and stuff, and very much very frontier, not super like cozy, but still relatively nice and well constructed.
Now, did we have a history with this place, or did you just pick the farmhouse because you wanted to sleep in the barn? 'Cause I don't remember coming here before.
We didn't come here before.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
I just know the farms have barns.
And there is a barn that you can see
Did HK come back?
off a ways a bit.
Oh, is HK back?
I don't know.
Yeah. Hello.
There he is. There's a barn off a little ways, like a good couple 100 feet from the house. But you reach the house. You're there.
You know, when I realized this, also I just remember Windsor Adams lives in Hope Creek. Thing is, don't know where his house is or how big it is. So, back to the barn.
So you are
Knock on the door.
Okay. You hear some voices from inside going back and forth. And then you see the door sort of opens up, and you see a human with this sort of like messy blonde hair coming down past his chin, scruffy beard, in what looks like basically just like a sort of a stained white undershirt and like work pants. It looks like he just was like probably not quite changed out of his daily farming clothes. Just sort of with a cigarette hanging out of the side of his mouth. And do I have a picture for this guy? Yeah, I do. I don't have it on the Roll20 though. It's like a total crapshoot whether or not I have them on the fucking Roll20 or not, it seems, this campaign. I've just forgotten to do them a lot. There you go, that's what he looks like.
Oh my. I like his, oh, 1 second. Is that a braid? No, it's his fucking collar.
And he opens the door and he says, "Yeah."
Hi.
Hi. We're travelers,
Hello.
and we got a little waylaid digging holes in the woods, and we thought there'd be an inn, and we were hoping. We're really tired, and would you let us sleep in your barn? Hi, I'm Dandy, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Dandy. I am Anders Cossack. This is my farm. You can see, like, behind him, like a stairway going up, you just see, like 3 kids just, like, peering over the edge of, like, the banister, staring down at you.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks up, he says,
We'll pay you.
he looks up
yes.
and he shouts something for them to shout something to them, and they sort of like duck back and run back. And actually, only Ram recognizes he's speaking Sieg, because you're from Siegdrum. And basically just saying, "Go back to bed. Stop looking at me." Basically, like, go back to bed. Stop peeking. You digging holes in the woods?
I don't know why you said that.
No, I feel like
Most of what I do is digging holes.
yes, we were yeah.
You want to stay in the barn? Sure.
Thank you.
Just be out of it by morning. I have work to do.
Okay.
Sure.
Don't
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll give him a gold piece.
He takes the
We'll give
gold
him
piece. He
gold
says,
too.
"Much obliged."
Oh, yeah, that was for the group.
I see.
It's
Ram,
legit.
Very generous.
I see Ram doing it. I give him a gold piece. There she goes. She hates it.
She
We're
hated
wasting
it. She
money.
hated when you did it. He gets a third gold piece, and he says, and he, as you hand him the third gold piece, he just takes 2 of the gold pieces and he gives them back, and he's like, 1 is fine.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure?
It was for the group.
I am not using the barn tonight. I don't care.
Yeah. We're not asking to sleep in somebody's house.
My older.
If you want, you can give me the gold piece, Ram. If you really
My
want to
older
part
kids
with
are going to be working in there tomorrow morning, and I don't really feel comfortable them being around, no offense, strangers, so just be clear out by the morning.
Will do.
You won't even know what happened. You'll forget about this.
Okay.
He says, like, swinging his pendulum.
All right. Okay. I'm ready to sleep.
He just sort of, like, nods at you sort of gruffly and then just goes back inside and shuts the door. He seems like a man of few words.
He's a very nice man. I want to, make
Marry
him
him.
our mascot. Maybe later. I'll have to get to know him.
Taciturn.
Yeah. I go to the barn, and I
It's a
investigate.
barn. Looks like a barn. I don't really have to. You know what a barn looks like.
Yep.
It's a barn.
I go down and I lie down.
Is that a red or blue barn? What does the wood smell like?
It is not painted. It's just wood.
Okay.
What's it smell
And
like?
I say, hey.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful kind of barn.
Yes.
What's going on?
Hey,
I go to
I set
sleep.
down. I set down my blanket and sheets and pillow, and I do that. I wrap myself up like a little burrito, a little dandy burrito. No
Dandito.
sauce. No sauce.
Damn the burrito.
He is goated.
Not goaded. Not busting it down. sexual
Please shut the
style.
fuck up. So you guys go to sleep. As you do.
Auction.
There we go. Is that what I want? Yeah. Okay. So you all go to sleep?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sick. Cool. Dope. During the night,
I locked
Dandy,
the barn.
Mm-hmm. Do we have a chest dream?
Siobhan, and Tiffany
Hey, yes.
Where's the pattern
have a dream.
Oh. I think I know. Wait, Tiffany. Did I forget something?
Or maybe it's just Dandy and Siobhan.
I think it's Dandy and Siobhan.
I think it is. Dandy and Siobhan.
Okay, with Tiffany, you're spared.
Yes, I'm spared. Hooray!
Is this about the sap?
Yeah.
Oh, Ram ate the sap too.
Not that sap.
No, the
Oh, right,
the
yeah,
mercurial stuff.
Oh no.
You're cursed by the
no.
god of war. No.
Yeah, Kratos.
God of metal teeth, or
Yeah,
whatever. Right?
Kratos is here and he's like,
Boy.
he's doing this.
He's going to kill us in
No,
a very
I kill him.
distasteful fashion.
I kill him.
Kratos shows up and they really softened my character. I was doing all kinds of murders and rapes. I'm a good guy now.
He chilled out.
I chilled out. Ares! Okay. You are in darkness, but it's thick. It's viscous. Feels like you're suspended in
Goo.
this, like, infinite black sea of this thick substance. You can smell familiar, suffocating fumes filling your lungs, this overpowering scent. It's not like you're drowning or suffocating or anything. You just are in this space, in this liquid, smelling this scent.
The spew.
Nope. And then, very far off in the distance, you just see this faint, pale blue light. That
What
just
is the
gets-
shape of the light?
It's just a light at first. It's just far off in the distance that just slowly gets brighter and closer and brighter and closer and brighter and closer, like now making out a humanoid shape just sort of walking slowly towards you through this darkness. And you can see what looks like a humanoid figure, but just this pale blue, like sexless human shape with no visible features. Almost like faintly translucent. That just walks up to enough that you can sort of get a look at it. Still far enough away that if there are greater details to it, you can't make them out, but inexplicably somehow close enough that you feel like it's right upon you at the same time. And you see that pale, smooth face just sort of turn to look. You don't see each other, but you feel like you're together. You can sense the other, but you can't see them, and it looks like this figure is looking at each of you in turn. And you just hear, interesting. What interesting creatures have wandered into my home? Arcane blood. Unstable. Practitioner of physic. Others. Indistinct. We'll have to analyze later. Concern about interference. Likelihood of relevance. Immaterial. Inconsequential. Observation has begun. We'll catalog for future need. And you feel like it's much closer and closer and closer until it feels like this shape is sort of upon you, just like right in front of you, seemingly inches from you, this blue shape that just tilts ahead to look at you and says, how interesting. Probability of future encounters. Definite. Looking forward to it. And it just sort of steps back and fades into the black, just and and that's the dream. You wake up.
Aliens.
What are those?
Things that.
Things that don't belong here.
Yeah. I was aware. Like she was in the dream with me.
You could sense the other with you there. It was like you were sort of joined in the dream.
Siobhan?
Dandy.
Sap guy. You saw him, right?
Yeah, he was blue like you.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. It was more like it was sort of silvery blue. Hey, we had a dream about the sap, but it was like shaped like a person, and it was talking weird, and it said we were gonna meet it again. It also called us insignificant, which I think is good.
But you're not insignificant. You're like the coolest.
Thank you. But
You're welcome.
It was annoying.
it also figured out Siobhan's job by looking at her. I don't know. Is it maybe better mine?
The dream.
Dream? Do you think it's not like a message or something?
If something can affect your dreams, then I feel like something can figure out who you are.
Oh, I mean, you're sure. I don't know. I don't know what dreams. I don't know about secret dream magic.
You're fine, Dandy.
Am I?
You're
I
fine.
look down. Am I made of sap?
No, but you are still blue.
Thank God. Why aren't you worried?
Because I'm not alone.
I mean, yeah. We are both. I guess it's better than just having the one. We've done a lot of stuff that. Did you notice how all those guys had metal in them, and one of them had. That was pretty fucking insane.
It was intensely yucky.
Yeah, but we won, you know, I guess, so we already, I don't see what, you're right. We've already beaten Sap thing once with the tree. I think we'll probably be okay. It's really...
You're fine. If we worry about it, we'll get worse.
Yeah, I guess. It's like a wart. A worry wart. He said that the term comes from the fact that if you worry about a wart, it gets bigger.
You're the doctor.
Oh my God, really?
I heard that. I don't know if it's true. I think Siobhan doesn't think it's true. I think she's...
Can you? I feel like I need to know if that's true.
I don't have a medical degree.
Well, Siobhan, you do. Please?
You know,
Let me know,
I think there's some truth to that. When I was in high school, I had a lot of warts on my hands. They were all over my fingers around the fingernails. There were a lot of them. I had shitloads of them. Fuck you, bitch.
No, I used to have a lot of plantar warts.
I had a shitload of them around my... And I tried everything to get them off. I could not get them off. And then, you know, I gave up on them because I was like, fuck it, I guess my hands are just like this. And like 3 months later, they were gone. They just all went away for some reason. They didn't fall off. They were just gone. My hands are fine.
I have that exact same experience with one on my pinky in high school. Like, I tried everything. Like,
I froze them off. I
The
did all kinds of
Band-Aids.
stuff.
Frozen, the Band-Aids, duct tape,
pads.
garlic, hacking them off with a fucking sterilized knife.
Absolutely nothing worked.
Yucky.
Nothing worked. And then I just said, fuck it, whatever. And within a couple of weeks, it was gone.
Weird as shit.
You see, I had plantar warts, which are holes.
Yes, I had those on my feet.
Yeah, no, that's where I had mine. Except I had them for the better part of a year. Then I moved, and they finally went away.
Very strange.
Mine came out one day in the pool.
Oh.
It sounds like a pleasant sort of broth, little soup.
It was
there.
not fun because one second it was there, and then the next second I was like, "Ow, what's that?" And there was some grit in my toe hole.
I had a wart like the size of a knuckle on my right elbow for like a wicked long time, and
Elbow.
yeah, it was like right on the edge of my elbow, and I remember being particularly self-conscious about it at the time because I was doing a lot of substitute work with dumb piece of shit idiot kids who kept going like, "What's that fucking weird bump on your elbow?" And I was like, "Nothing, shut up!" It's enormous! No, it isn't! Because kids have no filter.
Well, no, it's not that they have no filter. It's just that they know exactly what makes you insecure.
Yeah, they
true,
can
it's
sense
true.
your
It's
your
true.
insecurity
It's true.
and fears.
And then I stopped, the pandemic happened and I couldn't substitute anymore, and I looked at it like a couple of weeks later and it wasn't there for some reason. Perfectly smooth, untouched elbow. I think
You
those
got
kids were
bullied
keeping it
out.
alive.
I was gonna say that they got bullied off.
It kept bullied off, yeah.
Nightfall thought that was funny, Ryan. She
Nice.
honked at that one.
Honk. Anyways, you're all awake here in the early morn at this barn.
Oh, we need to get out of here because
Yeah.
we're sex offenders.
Run!
Let's
Here,
get out
alright.
of here, gang.
I have a new token for Dandy. There you go. 2 layers of blue.
I'll change it.
Hey,
I'm not gonna do that now.
I'll put the flower on it.
Please. I do like the flowers. I should just find those flowers in real game life and put them on there, you know?
The blue roses.
The blue roses. Do they have blue roses in Atreides?
Yes, it's right there. Oh, look.
Oh, hello. I
So,
take them and I eat
what's
them.
what's the crew up to?
Doing?
We have to go
well.
to the lodge.
We need to find our good friend John.
Our friend Chomsky Honk.
That's all.
Okay.
I know.
You head to the lodge, first thing bright and early in the morn. And
We're looking for
yes,
not Esol,
no, Isol's
but
the one who-
Esol's compatriot.
Yes. You arrive there and you can see it looks like somebody is already out and about. You can see, do I have these people on here? Or do I have to fucking dig out their pictures from other places? Because I'll be annoyed if that's the case. Sick, they actually are here. There is a Goliath, sort of female Goliath, very burly, with this sort of dreadlock sort of mohawk with these brass rings in it, and this leather armor with ornaments of animal teeth and bones and a green cape, just walking around with this like axe and chopping firewood in front of the lodge. Looks like that. And as you guys are approaching, she sort of looks over and says, "Hey, what are you? Oh, are you the people Isol was talking about?"
Yes.
Isol! Those people came back! Come on, there's a... Goes back to chopping the wood. And then, the door opens up, and Isol sort of pokes his head out and says, Good timing. Yana and Hiro just got back. I'll send Hiro out to talk to. I'm in the middle of something, but I know he's the one you actually want to talk to, so... Hiro! Those people I told you about are back! Everybody's just shouting at each other. A moment goes by, and then you see a half-elf come out. Sort of a... This isn't a term that exists in SINDROA, but like, of Asian descent.
Hiro.
Hiro, yes.
Okay.
With very, like, almost like blood red hair, like tied up and braided, and a short beard, in leather armor under a similar sort of green cape and traveling cloak to the Goliath. And with almost like sort of like a headband that looks like leafy vines. You can see he's got a bow and a short sword on him, and a tattoo of a green spiral on the back of his right hand.
It's that guy.
Here he is.
Look at him.
Oh,
That's a guy.
It's a guy.
Oh, I've been missing them. Hold on. Okay. You have that one.
He's been switching up where he's been posting his stuff.
It's because some of them I remembered to put in Roll20, and some of them I did not. So I fucked up in a couple of places. Cut me some slack.
No.
Oh,
And Hiro comes out and sort of like gives you guys like a quick once over, a real ocular pat down looking sort of thing. Takes another step closer and says, "Hi, I'm Hiro. You wanted to speak to me?"
yes, John Youskitary. You remember
Right.
seeing this person?
Yes, I
We're-
do. John came
We're looking
through
for him.
some days ago. You're looking for him then, I guess.
Yes, he hasn't come back from where he was.
I was worried that that might be the case.
Why?
Well, okay. John came to us in sort of a state of distress. He, was very anxious to get to his destination, which is why he called upon us to try to guide him through the forests to where he said he needed to go but didn't quite know the way. I was initially hesitant because of his... Honestly, his behavior seemed pretty odd. But then he told me where it was that he was looking for, and I decided that it would be best not to interfere in that business, so I took him as far as I could. To avoid dancing around the issue, John came to me and told me that he wanted to go see the Dryad.
Strange.
I thought it was strange as well. Usually, people don't actively seek her out. But he told me that he'd been seeing her in his dreams and that he had to get to her for one reason or another. And I've learned over just the short time that I've been in Three Sisters that it's best not to interfere with her business. So I took him. I was a little worried about it, but like I said, it's best not to step on her toes.
Would you mind taking us?
I'm disinclined to go the whole way. She can be very unpredictable, and She's got something of a rivalry with the other prominent nature spirit in Three Sisters, to whom I have had more interaction. And the last time I encountered her, she had some choice things to say about the organization to which I belong. And I don't get the sense that she considers me a particularly friendly face any longer. But I can get you close and point you the rest of the way.
Okay.
I, just know what you're getting into if you're going to go see her, because she can be...
Wrathful?
among other things. When the Verdant Library sent me down here to Three Sisters, they told me that this part of the valley, for whatever reason, has always been... the nature magic here has always been more pronounced, more potent, for whatever reason. To the point that there are a number of great nature spirits residing in the area. Of course, there's, I've forgotten his name. How did I fuck this up? Oh, right. Sentinel. The tree father, as they sometimes call him.
Mhm.
Who is more of, how did it go when Zill told me? There's an old string of... I remember it. The strength of oak, the warmth of dawn, the sanctuary of stone, the protector of nature, the life united, the wild as one. That's Sentinel. The Dryad, Amara is her name. They described her as the river run wild, the thorn on the rose, the howling of beasts, the bringer of storms, the life abundant, the wild as many. Sort of two sides of the same coin. She's a little more fickle. There was a third, but they don't talk about that one anymore. I can take you. We should make good time if we set out now, if that's what you're interested in doing. I'll just give you a word of warning to tread lightly around her. Like she can change like the changing of the wind.
Well, that's pretty fast.
You okay, friend? You seem a little green around the trunk.
Oh, because we just drank some tree juice.
Really?
I have a feeling that she might have a bit of beef with me. Just a warning.
Tree beef.
Why is that?
I may have disturbed some of her magic without really knowing what it was.
He sort of stares at you stoically for a moment. And then he just says, "Yeah, that's bad."
If we're gonna conduct business with her, perhaps should we not bring Ram?
Oh,
No, I think I should go there and apologize and see what I can do to make up for him. I don't think it's worth it running around this any longer if we're gonna be around the Three Sisters.
yeah, you're welcome to do as you like. I'd stay on her good side as much as you possibly can. That's one of the things I was told to do when I was first sent down here. Make sure that you're on good terms with, the stable side of nature and the wild side. I have not always been perfectly capable of those goals, but I've done my best. Okay. Well, we can set out now if you want. I'm not doing anything.
Great, thanks.
Okay. Follow me. I know some ways that should make this a little quicker.
Okay.
And we're not going to the rickety bridge.
Good.
Rickety bridge.
No rickety bridge.
I know another way.
I'll get lost.
I'll get lost.
Is my fruit doing okay?
You look like
I mean, it looks like a fruit.
Okay, it's not withering
No,
or
looks fine.
sprinkling. Okay.
It's exactly the same as when it first emerged.
I pull it out of my sack and I check it to make sure. I go later. I place it back here.
You can see as Hero's starting to lead you out of town, he glances over, sees you checking the fruit for a moment. He says, "Is that what I think it is?"
Yes.
Don't eat it.
I won't. And I
Just keeps
my
walking.
eye, for a second I do sort of my gaze gets lost in the middle distance as I recall the second worst thing that happened to me last night.
As he's sort of leading you out of town, he looks over at Ram and he says,
No.
that bark on your nose. I take it
Mm-hmm.
you've met Sentinel.
Mm-hmm. Cleared up his problems.
He was
Took care
having
of the
problems.
metal. Oh yeah, there was a.
I guess I've been too far away from that side of the that area.
He was in mighty bad shape when we found him, and we helped him out.
Huh. I wonder. It must have been bad if he was not able to properly get word out to us. Usually, we of the Verdant Library try to, protect these creatures as best we can, but well, I'm glad somebody was there at least. This, he gestures to the sort of almost like headband of leaves around his head. I imbibed of some of the sap when I first met him. This is growing out of my head.
Well, what is it?
It's like these sort of leaves and stuff around his forehead and hair. It's almost like a little crown.
Well, since you know so much about it, do you have any advice as to what to do with my fruit? I was going to bury it.
Oh, Sentinel told me about the existence of these sorts of things, and he told me that the best thing to do is to destroy it immediately.
Oh.
But
That's no fun.
you
But
do
is
as
he
you
gonna-
like. You know,
He said
I'm
it was
just a
a part
druid,
of...
not a cop.
I don't... Do they have those? Here, he told me that it was a part of me.
Yeah, that's right.
So what did I lose?
I guess you'll find out. Here, this way. This is where the sandbar is.
You can't just... You keep on doing that. All right.
He leads you some distance south of town to a point along this side of the river where he just points out a section where the river gets sort of uncommonly shallow and says, right about here we can effect a crossing if we're careful, which we will be, without needing the bridge. River gets thin here, level gets sort of shallow. Just follow the path of the rocks and you should be fine. I'll go first. And he just very gingerly just sort of steps across these sort of pathway of rocks and risen bits of rock and sand that just create a irregular natural bridge across the river.
I guess we have to go.
Yeah.
To brave the shallow depths.
Mhm.
I do so.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He takes you now further across the river. Because you are traveling with Hero, who is very skilled in these places, your movement speed through this area is doubled, so you only have to roll every 2 tiles, which we have reached. So roll, because now we're at the second.
Here I go. 10.
10. Everything is fine. As he's sort of leading you, he looks back and says, "You're certainly an interesting group of people, in appearance. What brings you guys here to Three Sisters?"
Oh, well. A lot of stuff. We kind of met on the way. And now I guess we're, adventurers? Is that what they're...
Adventurers.
Problem solvers, adventurers, whatever you want to call us.
You can call us... Salad.
Salad, huh? I don't care for
S-A-L-Y-D.
salad.
No, it's with a Y.
I'm a strict carnivore.
Why?
Do you like not eat vegetables?
I have had a long affinity with plants. I try not to eat them.
I guess that makes sense. Like, I know a lot of dogs. I wouldn't eat them.
They have me working along with some of the others that I've brought along from the library as hunters in this area. Most of what we do is... A lot of the wildlife in this area isn't right.
You don't have to tell us that. We've seen some mighty strange things.
How does... So do you know what the gorilla spider?
You saw the arachnape.
That's a funny name.
What about the glowing bear?
So it has hands. Can it write? Or can it do...
I don't know if it's intelligent enough to write, but if it wanted to, it might be able to.
That's...
Did you say glowing bear?
Yeah. Saw that one night. Quite frightening.
You must be talking about the jackalope bear. They're pretty common around these parts, actually. They're not as hostile as your average bear, which is good, but they can be just as territorial as any other. There's, things more like the arachnape. Stuff like that.
I think it was scary.
I'm not sure. Sentinel and Amara are not particularly forthcoming. But there's something off about the wildlife in Three Sisters. Something happened here a long time ago that made things grow strange. There's a lot of things that live here that don't exist anywhere else.
Is that all of the animals? Is it safe to eat that meat?
We've eaten plenty of them, so yes, it's safe to eat. But I don't know. There are more things like that if you stick around long enough, I'm sure you'll be able to find. Atreides is... It's peculiar. It has a lot of endemic wildlife, flora and fauna that just don't make sense. Things that seem grown strange or wrong or wild. It's particularly pronounced in this part of the valley. Those of us in the library, particularly the librarian of my grove, Zil, thinks that the nature spirits are stronger here to protect it from something. There's something about this part of the valley that needs to be kept in check.
Could you be talking about the disease? The
Black fever.
black fever?
It's possible. We don't know much about it ourselves. And we know it's throughout the Unikai, but here is definitely feels like its epicenter. I don't know. I don't know much about diseases myself. I've cured a few in my time, but,
Nice.
well, with a little bit of magic. This is different. Whatever this
Yeah,
is,
you druids
is
are good at that, though. aren't you?
resistant. Make another roll.
I'll do it.
No, wait, no, I won't.
Okay, I guess you won't.
I'm kidding. 19.
19, make another roll.
Let me download this damn.
19 again, what the...
Nice.
Very curious.
What if it's this scary one?
As you are now sort of circling through this area in central Three Sisters with this large rising sort of ridge line to the north of you that separates you from where the trapper lives. You can see, you can hear a unfortunately familiar sound of many large hands just...
Oh, it heard us talking about it.
It's coming back. You rolled the exact same one again.
I think the odds of that are something like 0.15 or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you managed it. Hero sort of looks up and says, "Well, there it comes.
Oh.
I'd suggest
I think
we..."
it's here it comes.
Yeah. I would suggest that we stay out of its way. There's only one here in Three Sisters that we've been able to observe. At least we think. Nobody's tangled with it yet. I would recommend against it. And he's gonna roll stealth.
Sounds good.
Yeah, still time.
Sounds like a
Actually-
plan.
Alright.
Is his name
Uh-oh,
Stan?
not
Because it
Siobhan.
definitely is a plan.
Hero is going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Oh, Paul.
Okay, thanks. Make that a 15.
Okay.
Make that a 24.
Make that a 27.
I feel the stealth flowing through me. Does his pass without trace make us look like plants?
Ears.
Right.
Ears.
Rabbit?
Somebody just roll for him.
Okay.
18.
18.
18. 28 plus something. It's a lot. So you guys sort of hunker down in the underbrush, and Hero just whispers something, and the shadows deepen around you, sort of concealing you. And the arachnape just ambles by quickly. As he watches it go, he says, "The best we can tell, it lives out of that old Odari ruin to the south of here. I've only glimpsed once or twice from a distance. There's a castle of a kind somewhere south of the what's the second river? Fuck.
Alma?
Agnes.
Abigail.
Small.
South of the Abigail. There's an Odari castle in a clearing. The last time I was that far south, I remember seeing it coming and going from that area a few times. I guess that's where it lives. But it goes far to hunt.
What does it eat?
Sometimes I've seen it uproot trees, chew the leaves off of it. Other times I've seen it snatch giant elks in its massive hands and pull them in half. I guess whatever it wants to, that's what it eats.
As it runs off, I try to tell if it has a neck.
It appears to have a short sort of like neck.
Okay. I don't know. You shouldn't be able to have that sort of body shape while having an endoskeleton.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Do you think it's... I feel like it's gonna see us one day and we're gonna have to fight it, and it's gonna grab me and it's going to pop my head open.
I think the likelihood that one day some group of people, possibly even you, will not be able to escape its notice is approaching 100%.
How quickly?
Really fast.
Oh.
If there's one thing that I've learned in my time in the wilds over the course of my life, it's that sooner or later you're going to become prey for something. And that thing is certainly an apex predator around these parts.
Do you mean attempted prey?
No.
No, because I don't think everyone... does that include, like, death?
Prey just means you're being hunted by a predator.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking about.
Technically, we're all prey right now.
Yeah.
Just didn't see us.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do they... What's stopping that from going to a town and then killing everyone in it instantly?
Whatever it is, it hasn't. So I guess we can count on the blessings of the historian there. Nature's a lot of things. Nature's beautiful. Nature contains so much history of the world in it. But it's a lot more savage than our world. It's a lot more hostile. Most things live short lives and they're afraid and hungry for most of it. And then they die violently.
Yeah. Good thing we have buildings.
We just have to carve ourselves a niche in the ecosystem. Try to live alongside it. And hope that we're high enough on the chain. It's not much farther now. Actually about here, he would say, just about a half hour's walk in that direction, you'll come upon a little glade of a kind. Walk in slowly. Make yourselves known. Don't try anything rash. And Amara should welcome you. Well, let's just hope she's in a hospitable mood.
I sure hope so.
I think you can probably find the way back. I've got some business to take care of back in Hope Creek. But, well, if you need the services of a guide, I've made that trip. I've made a number of trips a lot of times. You know where to find me. And well, I get the sense that you're traveling around a lot of the places here, looking for things. If you That castle I told you about. If you ever happen to make it there, by whatever reason, I'd very much be interested in knowing what's inside. It's,
Are you O'Dory?
yes. Last of a very, very long and diluted line, but yes.
We'll
I
do
can't
that.
even read the language. It's strange. I was a druid in other places before here. The library brought me here to Atreides, and I'm confronted with all these relics of a civilization that is ostensibly mine, but that I am not sure that I'm in any way connected to anymore. Still, I don't know. It feels important to know about it.
Yeah.
That, someone from Bone Cliff came to see me once, asking me all these questions.
Yeah, he spoke of you.
I wish I had had more answers. I would like to have more answers next time. That's all.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, good luck with Amara. Try not to, piss her off.
Yeah.
Bye. And he just sort of sidles back into the woods.
Okay, we walk half an hour that way.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da!
It's the blue circle.
It's a blue circle. There we go. As you guys progress, you can see the trees sort of growing together more densely, more vibrantly. It seems like the colors are richer and greener. It seems like the air is sort of sweet with the smell of... It smells like very fresh fruit, just sort of all encompassing the area. And you can hear the wildlife, the sounds of wildlife growing louder and louder, more intense, almost like jungle calls. The closer and closer you get, you can feel the air become a little warmer, a little wetter. Not tropical, not anything that would be dramatically like out of season in this biome, but enough that it's noticeable. You can see these little streams of clear liquid, it's water. These little streams, clear streams. sometimes you improv
What
describe something and it
is
just
that?
makes no sense. It just happens.
Weird.
What could it be? It's vodka.
Capri Sun.
Wowee. Oh my goodness! Fruit punch! Alright, anyways. Winding their way through the trees, almost sort of like converging on this nexus point that you are reaching. And slowly and steadily, you come to a gap in the trees. A grove, a little glade of a kind. You can see dozens and dozens of little pools of clear water surrounded by small ferns and trees just rising in this kind of steady incline to a pool up at the top, sort of layers of pools along moss-covered rocks and ferns, and converging at this thick, dense tree with these massive roots overflowing over the sides of these rock and moss and fern tiers. The pool around the tree spilling down into lower levels and more scattered pools with these small waterfalls over the rocks. You can see the air is alive with small insects and birds just flitting through the air. Dozens of animals just sitting around, deer by the, drinking by the water. You even see one of those jackalope bears just sort of relaxing in the warmth of this glade. Even a giant elk laid down and just sort of observing everything regally. And you can see the wildlife seems very docile, very friendly. You're walking in and there's like hummingbirds sort of flying by and like landing on your shoulder for a second and just like looking at you curiously and then flying away again. And little forest critters, squirrels and stuff, sort of circling your feet and like looking up at you and then rushing off and going about their business.
Jack.
This tree that you can see is covered in these small white flowers just that sort of climb up the side of it on these long vines. The branches extending far out in these long, pale mosses dangling off the sides. And, almost, like, in the face of the trunk facing you, this large tree, is a shape that almost looks like a wood carving of a woman just with her arms spread out. Make a perception check as you guys are walking in. Because there's a lot of, like, wildlife and various, like, differences in terrain in this area.
12.
12? That's enough. You can see, sitting on one of the rocks, these mossy rocks, by the uppermost tier of this sort of, this water next to the tree, there is a human man. Big and broad-shouldered and barrel-chested, with a huge bald head, wide chin, and very small eyes.
Like the picture came less than 2 weeks ago. I found the picture.
He looks like this. And he's like he's a big dude. Like, even sitting down, you can tell this guy's like north of 6.5 feet. This is a huge guy. But he's just sort of sitting there calmly. His, like, shoes are off and next to him, and he's just dangling his giant feet in the water. And just sitting there sort of placidly. But you see that as you come in. You haven't seen any Dryad. You just see all
Amara?
these... You just shout?
Yeah. He said make your presence known.
Okay. As you guys enter, you see one of the trees around you. The sort of blankets of green, like very rich, bright, like full green moss covering the trunk just starts to like warp slightly. And then a figure just steps out of the tree casually. And you can see a woman. Very sort of like elegant elven features, green skin, Very, very, very long, wild hair that appears to be made out of leaves that just cascades all the way down to the ground, obscuring her otherwise unclad form like Godiva hair, Lady Godiva hair. And this sort of look in her eyes that is both intensely intense and also very... It's weird. It sort of triggers your... It like half is triggering your fight or flight and half making you think, I kind of want to be here forever. It's this weird sort of fey sensation that just this woman exudes. And this is her.
Haha.
Oh,
I recognize that image.
It is from a magic card.
it
was the best image that I found to fit with my mental picture of her.
It's a good image.
It's a good one. And you see her just sort of like walking quietly along the path, just barefoot in the moss, little flowers sort of springing up in her path as she steps. And she approaches you and sort of looks at you curiously and says, "New visitors to the grove. Where did you come from?" Just sort of is almost sort of like circling you.
Children.
More recently, Bonecliff.
Yeah, that place. Also, I'm constantly flicking my eyes between the Dryad and Ram.
She just kills him.
Oh damn, that's kind of funny.
She looks over a couple of you and says, "Ah, you've been to see Sentinel. I can
Yes.
smell him on you."
What is Ram's little doodad that he has? Jackie.
Ram's got bark looking skin on his trunk.
Yeah,
Bark trunk.
bark trunk. he's old ram bark nose.
Old
Yes.
bark trunk.
I've got a fruit self thing.
I can't believe you went to see Sentinel before coming to see me. I'm hurt.
Didn't know where to find you.
Oh,
You could have
he was-
asked.
He needed help.
We didn't know who to ask.
You should have asked me. I'm always around.
How do we ask you?
I think I met one of you before. And is just now looking over at Ram.
Speaking of, I'm very sorry for what I've done. I didn't
Very
realize
sorry.
I was.
She's now walking up a lot closer to you and just sort of leaning in.
I didn't mean to disturb your magic.
You seemed
The soul
pretty
of-
keen to rip it out of the ground. Took a lot of force.
I see things, and sometimes the spirit of theft overtakes me.
The spirit of theft. That must be very difficult to live with.
It can be, but I'd like to ask for your forgiveness, and if there's anything that I or my friends, with my help, can do for you, please just ask.
Anything you could do for me.
I myself am particularly adept at killing things, as it turns out. So
I noticed. You definitely seem to be more of a destroyer than a builder. She's like shark circling Ram exclusively right now, just like trailing around him. And it looks like her hair is almost like extending in length and like just sort of leaving this trail that you now see is just sort of partially wrapping around where Ram is standing. And she stops and like just leans in. She's like behind you and just sort of leans into the ear and says, "Now, I suppose you couldn't have known. You know what? I like you. You seem like a good sort. We'll give you a pass this one time. But anything else, and, well, they don't call me the bringer of storms for nothing, honey."
Thank you kindly, ma'am.
"Just for now." And she leans in real close. "I forgive you, Ram." You see almost like pollen on her breath. Can you make a Constitution save for me?
Yeah.
A guidance.
God, okay, I'm changing dice because that's a natural 20 again. Jesus.
Oh, okay, no guidance. Forget about it.
I don't need it.
You feel this sort of sweet sensation like overtake your body, and for a moment it almost seems like she glows in your eyes, like she's becoming so much more than she used to be. This incredible sense of almost sovereignty exuding from her, and then it passes, and you are just left with this sort of tingling feeling in your chest. And she sort of cocks her head at you and says, "Fair enough," and just pulls away.
Usually,
I have a... Go ahead.
She just, as she's like walking away, she just trails a finger along like Ram's shoulders, and you just see like little beetles left in the wake, and there's just beetles on his back now as she.
Are they
back.
cool ones?
They are cool, but they're also beetles.
is that supposed to? I mean, that's pretty. I mean, I think beetle.
And they're just sort of just crawling all over his back now, and she just says, "Yes."
I'm done.
Oh, okay. Did you create all the life here? Just a question.
And she sort of spreads her arms and says, "I am a river to my people. I like to create. I've been perfecting this glade for a very, very long time." And she sort of walks by and sort of brushes her hand against the cheek of this massive giant elk that's just sort of like sitting by the water, and says, "The beasts of this place, it's nice for them to have somewhere where they can relax. Nature can be so cruel."
I respect that.
Oh, one more question. I brought the pole with me. Would you like it back, or would you like me to put it somewhere for you?
She sort of swivels back and picks up the pole and sort of holds it in her hand and says, "This took a lot of time to perfect." And, just sort of sets it down, and you see, like, the vines and moss just sort of, like wrap around it and just sort of pull it away into the thicket of bushes and trees around the area. And she tilts her head back at you and says, "I think you've done quite enough. I'll handle it from here. But the next time you come across a scene of life, consider life before jumping to death."
Will do. My
Because
patron is a fan of scenic scenery.
the nature is a font of life. And she leans close, and you can see like those like beautiful eyes just sort of go black as she leans closer, and you can get this smell off of her that sounds like that smells like old earth and like wet, rotting wood. And she says, "Nature is also the world's foremost expert in death." And just sort of gives you a little gentle pat on the cheek. And pulls back. "You're lucky I heard about your experience with Sentinel, so I know you're not just like all the destroyers who've come down from the north in recent times. All those loggers and miners. At least you're not them. So we'll call it even for now. Besides, it's only a matter of time before Three Sisters eats all of them. Like it ate the Solveni before them and the Odari before them. Nothing
What
lasts.
What happened?
Civilization doesn't take root here.
Why?
Any number of things. The wilds can be difficult to tame, and there are other things here. Things that are so old that even Sentinel and I have a hard time remembering them. Reasons why we are here in the first place. We do what we can, but our help is not beneficial to civilization. In making the wild strong enough to protect itself, it tends to reject foreign bodies. Or maybe they'll be fine. Who knows? Maybe they'll be the ones to get it right. Is that why
Nice
you came all
down here.
this way? For an apology? I'm touched if that's the case.
It was on our list, but also that gentleman over there.
She sort of looks over. John. Yes, he is interesting, isn't he?
Is he?
John made a mistake. He found some of the life, like you did. Only John, instead of breaking anything, John decided, and here you see her expression gets a little kind of like, almost, sort of like a look of confusion on her face. Decided to eat the moss.
I like this guy.
Now, this is flora that I have cultivated myself, spread throughout Three Sisters and as an extension of the life that I provide. And so John just couldn't get me out of his head.
Is that safe food?
Something like that. And so he wandered all the way here, and he's just been sitting there. Who am I to turn away company? He's not the best conversationalist, but he is very interested in what I have to say, and that appeals to my vanity.
People need him back.
You're welcome to try to convince him.
There's nothing you could do.
Oh, I suppose, but he wouldn't like it very much. the sort of powers that come from the place where I'm from. Let's just say they have a bit of a hangover.
Will it harm him permanently, or?
I don't know. Usually, people who take this kind of thing into themselves, they just keep it there. But I know it's not great.
He needs to come back.
You're welcome to speak to him. I'll be nearby.
Kind of seems like a moot point, but okay.
You walk over to John Youskitary, sitting there with his feet in the water, just sort of idly kicking them back and forth, just smiling.
Hello.
Looks up. Oh, more people. You come into the glade too? It's nice here. It's really warm. I like it.
That plant said we had to give him back.
I don't know what you just said, what?
None of those were words.
Can you ask that again?
Were we asked to put him back?
Yes, if he comes back, he'll build a lift for a disabled man. So that would be neat. That would be neat and great.
Also, this was his, I think Ayers was initially looking for this guy, because he was Floyd's intelligence guy, quote-unquote. Have you met Amara yet? She's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I've never seen anybody like that before.
I don't think he's usually like this.
No.
Smell that air. I used to be on the docks, and it smelt a lot worse than this. It smelt like barnacles. This is not like that at all.
John, why do you eat moss?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some snackies.
Why are you going around eating moss, John?
Oh, the moss. Well, here's the thing. I was walking through the woods, and I saw the prettiest moss I ever saw. And so, I thought, this looks like it might be pretty good, and I was pretty hungry. So I had a little snack. But it turned out to be even better than I could have imagined. And then I couldn't stop getting these dreams. Amara kept being in them, waving me over, telling me to come to a glade. So I had to go. Now I'm here. I think I live here now.
So what's the big game plan, John?
Huh?
You had a job before, right?
Did I?
John.
It's hard to remember. I
bet he's kidding.
I think Maybe my job was eating moss. Maybe that's why I did it.
John.
Huh?
Nobody's job is to eat moss.
Sure it is.
What's a job, John? Name a job.
A job? Well,
Mm.
there's...
Don't say eating moss.
Well, now I'm out of ideas.
But
Oh, I know.
I think you were an
I know.
intelligent man.
Amara. She has a job. She says her job is protecting the forest. That's a job. That sounds like a lot of work.
Big purpose. What's yours?
I'll just sit here. It's
You like
warm
that?
here, and the water
Mhm.
tastes real good and doesn't make your tummy hurt.
Are you used to water making your tummy hurt?
Sometimes I remember there used to be this water I'd drink, but it was hot in the throat, and it made my head hurt. This water doesn't do that at all. You ever seen a butterfly? I
Yeah,
see
I have.
one right now.
Yeah.
Look at it go. Amora says that one's name is Tim.
I'm gonna attempt a lesser restoration.
Okay. What does that do?
Cured of one disease or one condition. It's not gonna work, but it's the only thing I can do. Because I don't know what to do with this guy.
Yeah, lesser restoration isn't gonna... You see him, he goes, that felt weird.
Okay.
Hey. He looks down at his foot. My athlete's foot is gone.
How did you know that you had athlete's foot, but you can't remember your job?
I feel like... Well, it must not have been that important. This is way more important than that. If I can't remember, it couldn't have been that important.
he has a point.
I don't know about that. One time, never mind. So, do you think we should just? Okay, I have two ideas. Huddle. I have two ideas.
Huddle?
Yeah. The first idea is that we.
Knock him out and drag him out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second idea was that I disguise myself as Amara and lead him out. Maybe once he gets away from the moss, he'll just be normal again.
But he ate it.
At the moss, I mean the grove, the magic. I turn to. Is she still here? Is she in a tree?
She says that she can break it.
Yeah.
She's nearby, just sort of like leaning on the side of like this like long thick tree branch. She's just sort of like draw me like one of your French girls, sort of reclining on the side of it, with just like looking at a bluebird that's perched on her palm, and just looks like she's whispering to it.
Are you sure you don't just want to fix him? I mean, he ate the moss because he thought it was really pretty. He loved the nature.
Well, I don't want to kill him. I don't think he'll die, but he might get very close. The moss has really worked its way around his mind.
If it's just physical, that's something that I can...
Oh, are you a healer?
Yes, I create life.
Well, we have something in common.
Yes.
If you can help him, then I suppose it's worth a shot.
Okay. I guess it'd be kind of like...
I'll be sad to lose him, though. Tell you what. I'm going to bank a favor with you. You've already messed with some of my stuff. And now you're taking away my good friend John, and both of these make me very sad. So, I'll give you an IOU. How's that? To be called upon when I feel like it.
Sounds good to me. It's good with the rest of y'all.
Yeah.
I don't see like a giant issue with it. What could go wrong?
I mean, the John thing doesn't really. That's not on our bill. But the Ram thing, sure.
We'll fold it into one IOU.
The John thing isn't on our bill. That happened by. He wanted to eat some moths.
Yes, but I like having him here, and it makes me sad to see him go. Oh, all right.
But that's not our fault.
I'm fucking Faye. You're applying too much logic to this interaction.
Making sure this isn't too expensive of a deal.
You're just really racking up the cost. You have to kill the arachnape, and now.
Yeah.
You see, she just sort of walks over to John, and John looks up and says, Amora, how long have you been standing there? And she says, the whole time, John. But it's time for you to go home now. Oh, this is my home. I don't want to go. It's not, John. That's all right, though. You can always come back to visit me. The glade will always be open to you. Just be careful about the moss, okay? And he says, I'll think about it. And she leans down and sort of like, just sort of waves her fingers across his face. You can see like this sort of glittery light pass over his eyes. And he says, Oh, Mara, I don't feel so good. And he falls over and just is like convulsing, basically. He says, oh, God. And she takes a step back.
Okay. Is it time to heal? Maybe it's time to heal. Let's do that. Okay. I'll do a cure wounds. Uh, 11.
11? Okay. You see him go like he's in the electric chair. And Amara has taken a step back. It's just like and she's got a look on her face that looks like she's either horrified or about to laugh, and it's really hard to tell which. And
why not both?
Nervous laughter is a thing.
And you pour some healing into him, and he goes, oh! Like clutches the side of his head. And she's like, Amara's sort of leaning near you and says, oh, it's worse than I thought it was going to be. And he just reaches like and like sort of digs at his ear, and he like pulls out this like loop of vine, just
Oh.
oh, 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 oh.
Yikes.
And Amara says, yikes. And then Floyd sort of like looks up and around.
Youskitary.
Oh, fucking not Floyd. Sorry, Youskitary. Looks up and around. I don't know how that happened. Oh, I do know why that happened.
It's his employer.
Yep. And then he turns to you guys and says, "How long have I been here?"
That's like a really good question.
And Amara walks
Close to a
over.
week, I think.
Amara like leans next to him and says, "A little over a week." And sort of like caresses the back of his big bald head. And he just goes, "Oh, Mr. Floyd is gonna kill me.
No, he wants you back.
Yeah, to kill me.
No, you've got a job lined up for you
Oh,
that doesn't involve moss.
I really buggered this one up.
Everyone makes mistakes, partner.
Oh, why do I have such a headache?"
He's expelling
You're
it.
a lust penis.
Interesting.
Amara sort of crouches down next to him and says, "You've got to get out of here now, John, because I can already tell you're going to start getting just really annoying about this. And that'll annoy me, and I might strike you with lightning, so you should go." And he says, "What kind of place is this?"
I help him up.
He is like enormous. He's like 6'6", like wide-shouldered, barrel chest. This is an enormous dude who was just
Someone help
like,
me, help him.
and he just like
Do my best.
staggers to his feet, like, "Oh," looking down at the comparatively shorter Amara and says, and like points a finger at her and says, "I might come back. This is cool." And she says, "Give me a little time. I need to decompress from my broken heart." And he says, "Sure." "Now quickly, start running or the wolves will come."
Start,
Wait,
speed,
wait.
start speed walking.
And you start speed walking out, and she says, "Goodbye. See you later for that favor."
Alright. As soon as we're out of earshot, I say, wait, can she... I don't say anything. I'm scared. Okay, I guess we should go back to our old haunt.
Yeah.
Bone
Let's bring him home.
As you guys are walking,
Let's go, John. Be careful.
Youskitary is sort of rubbing his forehead. He's like, I knew eating that moss was a bad idea.
Most of... Usually it is.
Well, that's what I get for letting my impulses get the better of me. Mr. Floyd is gonna beat me stupid.
Is he?
Just a little
Actu-
man.
Hey, Mr. Floyd is he's kind of a jerk. And also
If you don't like working for him, why are you still here?
He pays him.
It's fine working for Mr. Floyd. He helped me out when I was not doing so good on the docks in a couple of places. And he took me with him to Silver Run, and he took me with him to here. He kept me employed when other people said they couldn't employ me. So, that's nice.
Yeah.
I guess, but you're afraid he's gonna beat you up.
Yeah, he might do that.
How?
Well,
Why?
usually he uses like a cane or something.
Whoa.
Does he ever beat himself up?
Huh.
He had a friend who caught him doing that.
He beat it. Why'd he do that?
Nobody knows.
Weird. I never knew him to beat himself up. That seems stupid.
Yeah. It seems that you're not alone.
Well, I guess we better be getting back. He wanted to know some things I was supposed to find out for him, and he's probably been waiting for it for a while, so he's got to be pretty testy.
Well, if he, tries to beat you up, we'll have a talk with him.
Oh, it's alright. He's not that strong. It's mostly annoying.
Yeah, but it's like, don't you think it's not a good thing?
We're walking and talking.
Yeah, I know. Well, the last people I worked for before Mr. Floyd, they said what they were gonna do was have me arrested, which is worse than beaten up. So,
Why?
So this is better.
Okay. I don't know.
They said I was stealing wages. I don't know
Now
what
that's
that
a load
means.
of bullshit. They're the
That
ones
just
that are stealing
sounds-
wages.
Wait, were you clocked in when you weren't supposed to be?
I didn't really understand what they were saying with a lot of the times and the shifts and unions and all that. I just collected some money and put some things on ships. And then everybody got really mad about that for some reason, even though I thought that was what the job was supposed to be. Seemed pretty stupid to me, but what do I know?
Jobs are hard.
Not that many unions out here, so...
No, Mr. Floyd says that unions are bad and will take over from the people running things, which, I guess, I mean, he must be right, because he's a lot smarter than I am. He uses lots of words that I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Sounds like you have like a nice boss on your hands. Sounds like he's really smart.
Yeah, he's not too bad. It's better than when we were working his silver run, that's for sure.
What happened then?
Oh, it was no good. We was, there's this guy in Silver Run, right? Big scary bastard named Balrog. And me and Floyd was working for him back there. And it wasn't any good. He was, I don't know. All I know is I think Floyd owes him a lot of money.
So he'd do a lot to try to keep him out of Bone Cliff.
Yeah, probably. I was working, when we were working for him, I don't know, Mr. Floyd said he was a strike breaker. I don't know what that means. And I was a guy, when people didn't go to work, I went in and did their work for them. Which was okay, because I got paid for it.
You sound like a model employee outside of like the whole like last week.
Yeah, they called me like a cut or something, or a scar. I don't remember what the word was.
A scab?
Oh, that's
Probably
the
a
one.
star.
A
No, I
scab.
think they said he's a star.
I thought that was a weird name because I was just a guy doing other people's work and not, a crusted over injury. Oh well.
Well, you don't do that anymore, so.
Oh, now I just go around, and if Mr. Floyd wants me to build something, I'll build it. If he wants me to punch somebody, I punch him. And if he wants me to eavesdrop on somebody, I'll do that too.
And can you build a lift?
What's a lift?
Something that lifts something.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I could do that. With like a rope or something.
Yeah, like a
That's
person.
easy
Like
enough.
something
That's
as big as a person, you think?
Oh, that's pretty simple. You just got to, simple pulley systems, not too complicated. If rig it up to a wheel, it would be easier wouldn't need someone to tug it all the time. That would be fair enough, I think.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
You're high-end. Alright, if I had something to say, I forgot it. I'm not sure if I did, though, so. Onward. Do we explore this house?
No, you want to go through that one so you knock it off?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just stupid.
Right, fuck you, bitch. That's the way they go. Give me a roll, by the way.
Somebody roll. I never roll these. Somebody roll.
2.
Two.
It's fine.
Did we
Are
both
you-
roll
are you-
2s?
Are you
No, I
looking
got a 10.
for
Oh.
the natural bridge, or do you want to go up to the creaky bridge?
Natural.
Okay.
Unless John wants to fix the creaky bridge, but we don't have
Oh,
time.
that'll take too long. That thing's a right mess. Yeah, that's give me another one.
Man, we're gonna have to do like a million of these.
Okay, I'll do this one. Here I go.
Just don't roll high.
Can I change it? I got an 18.
Dummy. Do it again.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll roll lower next time. 15.
15. Where the hell is my shit?
I don't know.
I can't find it. Oh no.
Grateful. I've gotten old.
15. Oh, I really don't want to do that right now. I don't want to run that encounter. Fuck it, nothing happens. I just don't want to do that one right now. It's a pain in the ass.
Look, nothing.
That's just overcomplicated. I'm cutting you some slack.
Whatever it is, it was afraid of John.
And teriyaki sauce.
There were somebody was coming in. He looks over. Who's there? And just nothing happens. Like, I think someone was there.
Who's there? I have a headache.
I have a headache.
Oi, you minging brats. Get
Shut
out
up,
of here.
Ronick.
Mr. Floyd has me follow. You guys are like crossing the river now at the natural bridge. Mr. Floyd has me trying to follow all these folks out in the woods. That he says are doing stuff that people shouldn't be doing. Hurting people and robbing them and stuff. I've been following them around for a while.
Oh, we're interested in that sort of thing.
Oh, really?
Yes,
What's
'cause
he
if
been
they
finding?
steal-
He sort of looks around conspiratorially and he says, well, Mr. Floyd says I'm not supposed to tell nobody nothing, that he doesn't say I could tell people the thing.
but think about it. But think about
Does
it.
he
this
do
way.
anything with the information, though?
I don't know, I'll just get it.
Think of it this way. Like, we're working for him, and you're working for him right now on this. So you can
guys are
imagine.
working for Mr. Floyd?
Yeah, we're bringing you back.
Well, I guess
Yes.
then I can tell you literally everything I know.
Yes,
Mhm,
I
that's
didn't.
how that works.
Cool. This is easier than I thought.
You don't need to make a persuasion check. I have an intelligence of like 6.
Yes, it's like we're all on the same mission overall to please Mr. Floyd.
Oh, that sounds good to me. Oh, yeah. He was trying to find out where they were leaving what's it? Dead drops. And I found out that they were at big rocks that they put little hatch marks on, and they leave little packages there. He said, don't take 'em. Don't take 'em. Just look. So I just looked, and that's where they were. He said, find out where they go. He said, so I saw they went to a temple over, south of the little mountain over there. It was like... Let me make that bigger. That's too big. That's appropriate. That's the wrong font. That's too small. That's good. There's the X I made.
Oh, good.
They were going to a weird temple over here a couple of times. I don't know why. I didn't get too close, but it smelled terrible. Like,
A stinky temple.
a stinky. It smelled like if you find like a dead deer in the woods, except like a lot of it.
So that's probably the stinky god.
There was they went over to Bristlepine a few times.
That's all of it.
Yeah. I don't know why either, what they will have to do with the guild. And then I followed them real far south once, and I got lost for a while. But they ended up going to this big town up in the mountains. And I guess that's where a lot of them live. And that was
Now,
over
where would
here.
that be?
Really far south.
That's where it was. See that way far away?
That is really far south. Damn.
Mr. Floyd said there was a town that they were supposed to go to, but nobody knew where it was. But I know where it is now. I don't know why people don't notice me more often, 'cause I'm pretty big lad, but people don't see me for some reason, so that's fine.
That's peculiar.
Yeah. Also, he wanted to know who was, which one of them did the hanging that he was talking about. There was a specific one, but I can't remember the details. It was a bad one, though. And, I wasn't able to figure that one out yet, but I think I was getting close. Maybe I gotta go back out. I'm gonna say with Floyd's, I keep calling him Floyd, Youskitary's presence, you skip a couple of tiles here and you're fine. Just give me another roll.
I'll do it.
He's a stealthy man.
13.
Yeah. John Youskitary has plus 12 stealth.
Okay. All right. That's
Okay.
expertise.
Okay, Mr. Rogue.
John Youskitary is like, what's that fucking, you remember that, has anybody ever seen that one D&D story of like the orc rogue who stealths by
Yeah.
intimidating you into believing that he's not there?
I think so, yeah.
Where he like walks into a room and says, "You don't see me!" And they're like, "I don't see you. I don't see you." That's
It's like when that guy gets on the bus. Yeah.
Anyways, did somebody roll? I wasn't listening.
13.
13? Roll again.
No.
10.
Oh, this one's fucking good. I'm so happy.
No.
As you guys are coming around the edge of Hope Rise here, Is Ronick still here? Ronick, you here?
Yes, I've been talking.
Okay, I thought you
Sort of, yeah.
Sort of. You know what the problem is? I've also been talking in my head.
An actual problem is I've been talking in my head like, okay, I know what I'm gonna say now, and then it's been projecting.
I have no idea what the fuck you're trying to convey to me.
I have been noticing that I'm talking in my head to this guy, but not really saying it well with my mouth.
This is the most deranged thing I think I've ever heard a person say.
Ronick,
Believe
get in
me,
that vape.
I stopped hitting it. I'm just.
Ronick's in fucking space right now, dude. Ronick's in the fucking far realm, dude.
So whatever I say is whatever manages to wriggle out of my brain.
This guy is fucking zooted out of his gourd.
Fucking space cadet.
Dude, I didn't know we got him a trip to space camp. Alright, well, if you ever grace us by coming down out of the ozone, let us know. Anyways, you guys come upon a clearing where you can see 2 skeletons.
No.
In the
In a
clearing.
row?
Oh my god, what are we yelling at?
It's like one literally right
skeleton.
after.
2 skeletons
Oh my
in the
god, they're
clearing.
skeletons? Ew.
Both
You see his-
dressed in rotting clothes with threadbare hats. And it looks like their like arms are like laid on top of each other in like a weird sort of way. And it's just sort of odd looking.
I prepare for battle.
There are. What's the weird way the arms?
Well, as you sort of get closer to get a better look, you can see it almost looks like their arms are like locked at the elbows, like crossed between each other's like elbow lock. You know what I'm trying to say?
Are they going?
Yeah.
Are they
Elbow
going behind
linked.
a?
Oh
Like,
Yeah, they.
Yeah, like
we're
that.
off to see the wizard.
Yeah, like we're off to see the
Okay.
I think also that they were trying to protect this tree from being blown.
And then, all of a
Done
sudden,
singing.
sourcelessly, blaring into the clearing, you hear,
No.
you hear square dancing music begin.
Shit. This is some face shit.
I need everybody to make a wisdom save right now.
This is some face shit. God damn it.
I'm fucking fine with failing this
18.
save.
8. Who has the lowest? No, don't tell me.
Hey,
I'll tell you, it's probably John Youskitary.
13.
God damn. Natural 20.
classic Siobhan. Siobhan, come on!
Tiffany?
The rhubarb
10.
10? Okay, so that's
Fuck.
I
Tiffany.
do with Tiffany.
You know what? Tiffany and fucking
The other one.
Ayers lock elbows, as does Dandy and John Youskitary. We're now just square dancing around each other like nobody else's business, just going to town.
Ram's gonna punch him.
Who?
Ram starts punching everyone.
Who are you punching?
And we're in the mosh pit.
Which
Ram's
one?
gonna start with Ayers.
Who are you
punches
punching?
Ayers. He's punching Ayers, he said.
Oh,
Punching
Ayers,
Ayers.
sorry. You turn and just poof, fucking slug Ayers in the side of the head as hard as you can. Please roll 1 plus your strength. Just what's 1 plus your strength?
That's 2.
So, Ayers, you take 2 damage as you feel your fucking head just snap sideways, and you're like, "Wow, that hurt." Pick it up, no, you go right back to dancing.
It didn't work. Siobhan, my plan didn't work. Now we're gonna snap him out of this.
I see. Okay. I link an arm with them. I see if I can lead them out of the area.
as soon as you start like dragging them out of the area, they just sort of like start like looking at you like, hey, and start like spinning back and using your momentum to sort of spin back into the clearing.
We Cha-Cha slide rotate back into the foray.
Yeah, just woo! Okay.
I'm more being thrown around by Youskitary.
Currently, I need Ayers and Latifany to both roll performance checks. I need Dandy and me, John Youskitary, to both roll performance checks.
Was the stealth?
I'm trying to get out of the area of
Performance,
the music.
Was the stealth you rolled earlier? We were sneaking. I forget what that's today. I don't remember if tides today or not. Oh, whatever. I'll just roll.
Tiffany got a lucky 13.
Natural 20 plus 6.
That makes up for John Youskitary's 8.
6.
6, okay. You, sorry, you got a 26?
Nat 20 plus 6, yeah.
Okay, you two are cutting an absolute rug to the point that nobody has ever seen square dancing so good. Even with John Youskitary being kind of slow and ungainly and with 2 left feet during this dance, he's still going around in circles where he's like, I'm picking up the chicken! I'm Darcy in the dough! We're tearing it up!
This is what I came here for! This is why I'm living!
You can see their bullets sweating. They're
Tiffany, you're doing really good, even though you're very blind.
Tiffany and Ayers are stepping over each other's feet and stuff, and it's just a total mess. And you swear you can hear the music speeding up a little bit for you. You're just starting to dance fucking faster.
I don't know what we're doing. No one's telling me what we're doing. Oh my god, Ayers, I think I'm kicking you. Oh my god. Oh, yes. This is so good, though.
Your monk
god,
powers are activating.
Yes. Music.
Your monk prowesses are hurting me even more.
I think I'm getting winded.
I don't know.
This is my shit. Yeah.
Let's try it. I'm Ram. Can you help me pull them out?
We can try.
Okay. Can you roll with advantage? Just strength check.
I'll say make it. Who are you trying to pull?
Let's start with Dandy. He's going the hardest.
Dandy.
Okay, so I need you.
He's yesing too hard.
So
He's yesing too hard.
we're gonna make this a number total. So I want Siobhan and Ram both to roll strength checks. Dandy and John Youskitary are gonna roll strength checks to resist.
Oh, fuck. Come on, man.
I got 16 on mine.
3.
Oh no! So that's a total of 19.
I got 14.
You got 14, and John Youskitary got 24. So you guys start trying to pull them away, and John Youskitary like pulls with one mighty arm and just yanks Dandy free of your grasp and goes, ha, you want to join in? And it just keeps going. John being here is a problem.
Come on, guys, quit being squares and...
I need more performance checks. I need more performance checks right now.
Wait, what did you think?
More performance checks right now.
Tiffany is killing it. She has a 19.
Tiffany's killing me. I have an 11.
8.
No, it's not. That's a lie. That's a 13. My performance is actually better. I've been adding 2, not 4. Whoops.
Now you're both doing okay. The music still feels a little sped up for Ayers and Latifany, but you're holding fast. You feel like you can manage to handle this level of the square dance, but you're getting really fucking tired.
Excuse me, is this a charm?
Is this a charm?
Yes.
It is technically a charm.
You have advantage, Dandy.
Yeah, okay. My wisdom save. 4. 3.
Piss.
Shit. Piss ass. Okay.
So this is like some sort of fun little magic. I'm just throwing this out there. I'm pretty
You're
sure.
you're gonna start getting points of exhaustion, bud.
Well, it's fine. Like I don't really care about that. I'm just wondering.
I do.
What if it triggered a surge? At some point, it'd be funny. But anyway, I got an
There
18.
a surge that creates a silence bubble. No.
I got an 18 on my performance, by the way.
Great. You guys are still absolutely killing it, but we have reached the point of the dance where I would like everybody to make a Constitution save. I would like Latiffany and Ayers to please do it at disadvantage.
Does that include the people who are cons?
No,
you're
we're
not.
we're not affected,
10.
but we gotta get.
13.
Okay.
16.
Okay. Dandy and John Youskitary are fine. Ayers and Latiffany, you both take a point of exhaustion.
Told you.
I was just looking up like banjo music while I was making shit for this campaign, and I found this like long obnoxious square dance song, and I was like, this is a fucking encounter. This is happening.
Guys,
Calm emotions. Calm emotions.
Calm
Banjo.
emotions.
Must be banjo fiddle guitar. Is that gonna start playing at some point?
20-foot radiance. All humanoids save, or I suppress a charm or fear effect.
Okay. Now, you naturally do not want this to happen. You want the dance to continue. Desperately,
No, I
you
don't.
want to square
What?
dance. No, I mean the dancers. They
Okay,
want
like, what?
badly for the square dance to continue. That you love it. You want to chicken that do-si-do, dick that you want that. So make wisdom saves.
My wisdom save
It's wisdom,
is pretty
right?
good. -1.
It's a charisma
Oh,
saving.
charisma
throw.
save.
Wisdom save. Okay, that's even worse. +6.
Oh, that's worse for you.
Yeah, charisma's really good.
23.
Fuck.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Fucking 22.
God damn it.
This is a high
know.
charisma party, so.
Yeah,
I just
I know.
showed something weird. I think we need to dance harder.
That's a good. That was a good thought, but everybody's got such fucking high charisma.
I cast it again.
Wait, Latiffany, what did you get?
Performance, right?
Yeah.
Charisma.
No, charisma. She cast a spell.
Oh. 21.
What the fuck?
Why?
As you guys are being like sort of spinning
I
around.
have the highest DC in the party.
I know, what the fuck? Every single one of these bitches rolled over 20, except you can now see John Youskitary getting dragged around by Danny going, wait, what's going on?
I am dragging him.
John Youskitary pushes Dandy back with the force of a battering ram. And
Wait, do I have
staggers-
disadvantage because of exhaustion?
No, you're not at that point, I don't think.
Okay.
And he sort of staggers to the edge of the clearing, like sweating bullets. Dandy then swings in, and there's now this like passing back and forth, like joining, like trading partners, sort of square dance orgy in the middle there between the three remaining dancers.
All right.
You said you just wanted to try to cast it again?
No.
Okay.
These guys fucking die. Fuck it.
Siobhan sees them all resist the common emotions. He's like, let's cut our losses. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, listen, we got a long way to go from here. I might need to heal someone. I'm not gonna.
Can I have performance checks from everybody?
Alright, that wasn't so bad. 17.
12.
Performance.
Sorry, was it?
Oh, drat. 14.
Okay, Constitution saves. Latiffany and Dandy have disadvantage.
On the Constitution. Oh, because, yeah, okay.
Okay, I rolled a 3 and a 5. That's without my modifiers.
I got a total of 6.
Jesus Christ, fellas. Ayers?
Wait, what? You
Constitution
said
save.
only those are.
No. They just have disadvantage. You passed you're dancing
Oh,
well
okay.
enough to sort of keep yourself steady.
All right, but I do another con, but I'm doing a con anyway, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I sort of envision this as the dance is taking them over so much that they're just like fucking flailing and they're expending way too much energy.
15.
Okay, you're fine. So Dandy and Latifany take another point of exhaustion.
Oh, I only have the one. No.
Okay,
Okay.
so Latifany's got 2.
Latifany, does a 16 hit you?
A 16.
Sorry, 17.
17? 17, just like AC? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I shoot her.
Hey, bolt! Funk! Roll damage.
Okay. This sucks.
Knock him out.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Ram brings out.
Wait a
the-
second! Wait a goddamn second! Latifany! You don't want this dance to end! Could you please roll deflect missiles for me?
With disadvantage because it's second level.
With I think?
I don't know. Let's see.
I mean, either way, I rolled a 2.
Okay, never mind, fuck it. You're hit.
Is there a check for that though? Is it?
I don't remember how it works.
I think you just roll to reduce the damage, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I do just roll against damage. Hold up.
Yeah, and if you roll a
deflect.
certain amount,
It's a
you
D10 plus
negate it.
Dex plus
Plus
monk
4
level.
plus Dex. So it's D4 plus.
It was 10, so
7.
subtract it from 10.
What'd you get?
I passed. It's I got a 12.
Okay. In the midst of the dance, Latifany just spinning around catches the crossbow bolt, tosses it back to you. You just catch it gently, and she just keeps dancing.
Okay. It's 10 p.m. Is someone doing something?
I don't know.
What do you want me to? Oh, can't I do anything? I can't, right? I'm just dancing.
What can I do to break out of this? Can I act out of my own volition?
Nick keeps saying you want nothing but to dance, so no.
Making adjacent.
I've already done an action, so
I
I need to wait for someone to roll again.
Ram shoots airs.
Okay.
Let me roll. Hit. Oh, that's not. Does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
John Youskitary is going to try to pull somebody out of the clearing.
Oh, we can do that. Oh shit.
I'm gonna roll another 3.
He's weak.
so-
Dandy's weak. He's grabbing Dandy by the hair.
Dandy's average. Okay, I'll beat him. I'll go to that
Roll
one.
strength.
Dandy's actually the second strongest.
Oh fuck, is that true? I just picked him because he seemed like a weak
I
little twig.
mean, it's a low bar,
I
but
have 10 strength.
it's a very low bar.
Is that what you got? 10?
I have 10 if I score.
Oh.
I'll roll. Here I go. 15.
15?
Yeah.
John Youskitary grabs Dandy by the top of the head and the small of his back and just like picks him up and throws him into the woods.
I go.
Dandy just goes sailing, and as you pass the bonds of the clearing, Dandy, you're like, wait, dancing sucks. And you crash into the bushes. And just and John Youskitary goes, well, that works!
Okay, do that to the rest of them, please. I can't do shit.
I'll try to help pull them out.
Well, first, Ayers and Latifany give me another performance.
That is a
Oh, nat 20.
6.
6
Okay,
and that
20.
20.
I'm
Con-
dozy-doing epically.
Con saves, Lativity with disadvantage. Actually, you got a nat 20. You're fine. Don't even bother.
8.
What the fuck, bitch? Use some different dice. Why are you rolling
I
so
have
bad?
been.
You're the one attacking us.
It's not my fault. I have disadvantage.
Alright, 3 points of exhaustion.
3 days to clear.
Anybody
We'll have to do downtime after this.
anybody else doing anything?
Do I have an action this turn?
Ram's
You have
gonna
an
try
action,
and
Dandy.
pull someone out.
Okay, make a strength. Make a who?
Tiffany.
Okay, make a strength. Lativity, make a strength.
Oh, I got a nat 1. 2. That's a 2.
I didn't think this would be this deadly. I didn't think this would happen like this.
I go, what's it?
I got a 4.
Wait, what does that nat 1 get? It's a nat 1.
It's a 2. I have a +1 to strength.
Yeah, well, nat 1's always an auto.
Oh,
hit.
man. Latifany dies, eh?
Okay,
Dandy, you doing anything?
Yeah, I'll jump up from the ground. I realize what's going on, and I'll just go poof. Vortex warp Latifany.
Okay, Lativity just
Con
poof
save, please.
appears outside of it. Is no longer dancing. It is
Well, she has to
just
make a
airs.
save.
square
Yeah, she has to
dancing
make
alone.
she has to make a save.
Oh, because she's
Because
not
she
willing.
wants to keep dancing.
She's not willing.
Yeah.
Don't make that face at me.
I got like a 3.
Okay, you poof. You're outside of the clearing. It is literally just airs, running around in circles, locking arms with nobody, just spinning around in circles.
It's just dancing about.
John Youskitary is gonna try to drag you out. Make a strength.
Cool, that's a nothing. Oh, come on, 18. Please
Natural
don't beat
1.
this. Oh my god!
Oh, come on.
I'm so sorry.
I have 0 strength! Stop!
You still have something you can try to do, Siobhan.
What? Me?
You haven't done anything this round.
Everything's a waste of time. What?
Action, just try and knock him out. It'd be fun. You can do it.
I can't.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
have fun.
Alright then. I'll cast Vortex Warp again.
It's too late. Performance check.
Oh,
Yep.
round, right, okay.
Yeah.
16.
Okay, you're fine, but make the Constitution save.
Not good.
What'd you get?
We'll look forward to the downtime.
What'd you
6.
get?
6.
6.
Exhaustion. Back to the top.
I'll cast a spell after someone helps Ram try to knock him out physically, just to see if they can save the spell slot.
Alright, fine. Youskitary and Ram.
Let's go.
Or, yeah, I guess Youskitary should roll the higher number,
I
right?
rolled a 10 this time.
Airs?
To hit me?
No, dummy.
Or
Roll
strength.
strength.
Oh. Okay, thank God. 2.
Ram and John Youskitary hoist Airs up on their shoulders and drag him out of the clearing. And you just hear distant applause in the clearing that slowly fades out into nothing.
I'm so tired.
I'm like gonna pass out.
Please don't.
Okay. Pass
No.
out?
No.
Okay.
We
So I
need to
can't?
keep going.
I feel like
Oh.
I did a really good job, though.
I didn't think it would be
was-
that hard to get out.
I take that back. I was doing the Dean dance though, like one of the Venture Brothers dances. They both dance pretty
Shut
badly.
up.
Go at 'em. Who would have thought that country banjo fiddle guitar would be such a worthy foe?
I never would have thought that. I thought it
Why
was
didn't
fun
you
at
just
first.
get me first so I could use command on everyone?
Everybody was rolling like
You saved.
everybody rolled.
Sorry, bud.
Everybody rolled like such shit, and then on the calm emotions, everybody suddenly pulls 20s out of their assholes and goes right back to rolling like shit. What the fuck? Are you serious?
That was the one to save everyone.
That would have fucking, oh shit, fuck. You got John Youskitary, his wisdom is shit, or his charisma is shit.
Move
So-
through here as fast as we can.
So you continue on through the forest. I'm gonna cut you guys some slack. You make it back to Bone Cliff.
Goodness gracious.
At like now what is about probably like 9 p.m. Late in the day, you arrive back at Bone Cliff, stepping back into the confines of the town itself. Ladies and gentlemen, you have returned to civilization.
We did it, boys.
Do everybody's gonna go.
Let's see how much money Floyd gives us, if any.
Also, I should
Or
note,
if... What?
as you come in, you can see, because of just the way the town is laid out, and it's pretty small, you can sort of see some distance pretty easily, even in the night with the little lanterns and stuff. The gallows are occupied by an individual.
Uh-oh.
Looks to be, at least from this distance, a like middle-aged gnome of some kind with like sort of a pot belly and thinning red hair who is just hanging there.
The hell? Take him down. What the fuck is going on? Pardon my language. That's just such poor taste.
Is anyone hanging around?
The nearest person in the area is probably Dramgan, who's always outside the Cobra's tower, just sort of like arms crossed. You can see he's occasionally kind of like nervously looking off in the direction of the body.
It's looking at him.
Yeah, it's like right next to where he was.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man.
I sort of shuffle up. I go, hey, man.
Hey man,
What's,
back in town I see, huh?
Yeah, we had a fine time in the woods.
Is your
Oh,
your friends okay? They look like they're about to fall asleep.
they got cursed by a fiddle.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, what's going on with that?
May I introduce you to Badger Blastrock?
Understood.
Who?
It was the traitor in the mine.
Oh, that's the name we heard.
Yes.
Rada was she was going to give him the same deal as what's his name?
The other one.
You know, tag
Jago.
guy.
Gag
Jago.
there.
I was going to give him the same deal as Jago, but then fucking idiot let slip that he had something to do with Senza, and then it all sort of went to shit, and now he is hanging there as a message to the other bandits, apparently. So
Zanza.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
nobody's told you about Senza.
No.
First I've heard of it.
Sorry, this song stuck in my head.
Going to kill you.
People generally don't like to talk about it. It's
Not epic.
it's a dark chapter in our little history here. God. I hate being the one to tell this. I feel like I'm always the one telling people about Senza. Okay, so when we first got here, there was a Solveni diplomat, kind of, here.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Orazio.
Okay.
He was Simpura, the ones who worship the doors to a billion hells, I think, is theirs.
Mm-hmm.
He had been in the area for a long time, had been, he helped us a lot with, picking spots to build in, preparing for what was out there in the wilds, identifying what was good to eat and what was poisonous, things that we didn't know because Three Sisters is just, even for the Unikai, it's weird. I think it's fair to say that if it wasn't for Orazio, Bone Cliff would not be standing, at least not in the way that it is. But a few months into the whole thing, probably 6 months in, the banditry really started to kick up a notch, this gang that's out there. And Orazio was one of those most opposed to the banditry. He helped plan us more difficult to discern routes, helped us find ways to evade where they might be finding us. Helped us root out places where they were hiding their dead drops or lying in ambush. One time he was traveling with a caravan down to where Hope Creek now is. The bandits attacked it and Orazio had some gift with nature, was able to fend them off. Kind of humiliated them a little, I think. Really beat them stupid. Orazio, he had a daughter. Her name was Ilasenza. Not too long after he drove them back from the caravan, they broke into his house and kidnapped her. Found her hanging not that far from where he slept. And she was, just a child, Orazio, he of course he saw her. Not long after how could he not? It was so close to, he was meant to see her. I don't know, something went off in him, he just walked off into the woods and he didn't come back. I think he must have gone godbroken out there or something. Anyways, after the banditry was bad enough, but Senza, we don't know how long she was alive before they strung her up. The doctor, Q, he said some injuries were probably pre-mortem. Everybody, the whole, Tensday and Floyd and all the people who matter to an extent in the town, that shook them, but Rada, well, if you want to know why she's such a fucking blood knight, she was always been harsh, but since Senza, she has been a lot more vicious than usual. We still don't know exactly who was responsible, except for one now. While Rada was interrogating him, Badger let slip that he was one of the ones part of it. It didn't last too long after that. It's been up there for about a day now. She says she's going to leave him there so that the others can see what happens, can see what will happen to them, those who are still hiding in the town. Most people don't like to talk about it. It's, I mean, how do you talk about it, you know? But I know that Rada, she's not exactly the most likable person. She's not exactly the most even-keeled. But if you want to know why a woman is walking around shooting men in the balls with a crossbow, I don't know, I guess everybody gets pushed a little bit too far sometimes. Anyways, he gestures towards Badger and says, it's uncomfortable having him there, but good fucking riddance as well, you know?
Well, you aren't really rid of him.
Well, I guess. He's still stinking.
But I understand what you mean.
So yeah, it's always dour dumping that one on people. I feel like I've told that story. I feel like I'm the only one willing to talk about it anymore.
Well, I think it's a story worth telling.
Yeah, I guess. Well, maybe tomorrow she'll be more amenable and I can try to talk her into cutting him down, because she's trying to send a message, but the kind of people who would do something like that, I don't think seeing this is going to shake them too much. If you know what I mean.
No. It's not.
I feel bad for Orazio. I wish I knew what happened to him. We can only guess, you know?
Yes.
I just hope the doors
Hello.
didn't get to him, you know?
The doors.
His god.
Well, we've seen some weird stuff in the forest.
Yeah, Three Sisters is weird. God knows why anyone would want to build here, but I just try to keep the peace, you know? I don't pick where we live, I just guard doors and stuff.
It's free land.
Free land, free real estate.
Come and get it, Jim.
It's for you.
Get
There's
your
a
free
pool on
house,
the back.
Jim. No rugs. I'm leaving.
Okay. As you guys are sort of walking away, John is sort of like slapping his hand on his forehead.
Chicken in the bed, pan.
That's what I was supposed to... He told me to try to figure out which one of them did that hanging. That's the hang... I couldn't remember the name. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, they figured it out.
They got one guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you have any leads on anyone else?
Yeah, actually. Just one. I know there's more, but there's only a couple others. But I know one of them for sure, because I heard him talking about it when I was eavesdropping. It was this creepy little fucker, Vince.
What did you say?
He likes to see the hangings.
There was a couple others I know, because they were talking like that it was more, but I know he was in on it because he kept talking about it.
I see.
I don't know too much about what's going on, but I don't think the story didn't sound as funny as he thought it was.
That's
But Floyd told me just to
Fuck is going
listen,
on
so I
outside?
couldn't walk over there and do this. You know, like a watermelon. I could have done it too. Let's go back to Floyd, I guess.
Yeah, we gotta turn
Lettuce.
you in.
Bees.
You amble your way back to the Floyd Hotel. And, step inside. And as you do, you can see, even at this late hour of the evening, F.W. Floyd still posted up, saying, "Well, if it isn't my favorites here at F.W. But John Youskitary!" And John walks in and he's like, "Hi, Mr. Floyd. I got lost." And,
You did.
you got lost? For that long, John? Now, I know you don't have too much rolling around up there, but that seems like a pretty long time to get lost, don't you think?
There's some funny forces out there. That
Got
is
lost
even,
up here.
Yeah, and it's not even
John
us.
Youskitary got lost up there long before we met.
No, in a different way.
Well, W.B. Jordan, I made up that one.
Well, Warner Brothers Studios.
Yeah, well, W Studios.
It's pretty treacherous out there. If it wasn't one thing, he would have do-si-doed right into another trap, honestly.
Oh yeah, we did some dancing out there, and I was pretty bad at it. And he says,
It's a good thing he wasn't alone coming back.
"Well, I you know what? I'm mighty grateful to you for finding my John Youskitary, even if I am livid at that big, bald, dumb son of a bitch."
All I'm saying is don't be mad at him. He's only one person.
Oh, it's too late. But I will pay you for your services. You have done well by me, F.W. Floyd, and for that, how could I ever repay you? With gold, of course. And he, fishes around to the table. There's, clanking and clattering noises. He's like, "Shit, fuck, come on." Comes out with, a big meaty bag of coins and just tosses it on the table. And he says, "For services rendered." And
John says he can build a lift.
was that?
He says he can build a lift, and he has lots of ideas.
Yeah, they were saying we got to build a lift for a guy what can't stairs needs a lift. And Floyd says,
Yes.
"You were talking about that, huh? Well, I am glad that you are showing so much initiative. You know what? We'll have a chat about that, me and you personally." And
That was a promise you made to me.
and it'll be done. Of course, I'm F.W. Floyd, a man of my word. Never think otherwise.
We
A lift
shan't.
help out if you need to get furniture upstairs too. Good, multi-purpose, you know.
Floyd? Wow, I keep calling you Scary Floyd. I cannot stop doing it.
It's his son.
Floyd
It's my
Jr.
long lost son. I'm a halfling. I don't know how the fuck I made that. But
So smooth.
holy shit. I slept with a Goliath, and this was the in between. John, if you could just get back there. There is a spill back there that has been bothering me for days. And if you could just take care of that, that would be, I would love that very much. And John says, all right, I'll take care of that. Bye, guys. Thanks for saving me from having my brain controlled by a tree lady.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
now.
Bye. Farewell.
Bye.
Toodles.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
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 What the hell is going on?
Bye.
I'm going to bed. That's what's going on. I'm going to bed.
I also need to go.
Well, never let it be said that these strangers from the north could be anything other than the most utmost helpful people I have ever met. You are quickly becoming some of my favorite citizens in town. I am glad to have met you, me F.W. Floyd.
He points at self, me F.W. Floyd.
How do you keep forgetting his name?
Because we've been like gaslighting him with all these other acronyms.
Gaslighting who? Yourself?
Yeah, you've been gaslighting yourself.
Maybe.
You're
Ronick
like,
is doing the Sovi thing where he insists on giving them a joke name and then only remembers the joke name and can't remember the real one.
Maybe it's a Ronick thing. I don't know.
Well, if there's absolutely anything else I can do for you, F.W. Floyd is always here at service, and now John Youskitary is as well. So if there's anything that requires brawn instead of brains, John Youskitary is at my disposal, which is at your disposal.
Yes. Well.
Pleasure
you know.
doing business.
I leave.
The cat likes it.
he was yawning.
There's a hundo in the bag.
100.
Wow, isn't it
So
great that
everyone gets $5.
We're such a magnificent party of 5 that all of our money is a lot easier split up.
You know, that's
Especially
true. All these nice round even numbers.
I should probably put this in the chat for Getty.
Also,
he just wants kisses and scratches.
Is there a little secret card at the bottom of the bag?
There's something in the bottom of this bog.
I said box, and I realized mid-word it was a bag. I said a bag.
Doing a quick ballpark, I think you cleared 16 hexes. So you could get a reward from the guy who said he would pay you for uncovering parts of the map.
Yes.
Y'all go pick that up. I need to get incense.
Yes, I will go.
Yeah, what HK said.
What?
So I don't feel like playing him right now, but you pop over to the
Map maker.
Pioneer, the Three Sisters Pioneer, and the good man Arnold Call says, well, you definitely cleared out a lot of this. Good job. Wow, you went all over the place. It's I can get you 160 for this.
What?
And you are paid 160 gold.
That's a lot of money.
It's 10 gold a hex.
Divide that by 5.
Yes,
That's
Jack,
32
you're
gold.
right.
I'm gonna update.
Wait, hold on. So between these two people, how much total?
52.
My name is Nick. This time now it's not.
What?
What's the amount?
Everyone gets 52 gold pieces.
Everyone gets 52.
Total?
Total,
Mhm.
altogether.
Okay.
Sick, dude.
Okay, awesome.
I go to the National Bank and I convert some of this to
You said
platinum.
52?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. I'm supposed to admin. Okay, now I go buy some incense.
Okay. I think you could probably find some of that at Nadia's. Honestly, I think she might have some stuff.
I get
like
it. I get a tinderbox before I effing forget.
that. Okay, you can pick that up at the hardware store.
How much?
Blah, 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 blah. Fuck. Fuck. Hold on, I'll find it. I'll find it, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll find it.
What's with all this Santa shit?
That was Air's dancing.
Yeah. You're not paying attention, guys?
No.
Fucking.
It is a tinderbox is 5 silver.
5 silver. All right, I get 2 just in case.
Okay, get a backup. Just in case a jackalope bear steps on the next one. Yeah, I mean, we made it back to Bone Cliff, so we can call it if you want.
I do want to do one thing.
Okay.
I'm going to pick a blue rose.
Okay.
The ones that are common here in Euphrates.
Sure. I guess they are now.
By common, I mean they're not so common. They're beautiful, of course. They're quite beautiful. They're a particular shade of blue. You might see them on that pictures you posted earlier, last week. And I'm going
no, not this. I couldn't find it again.
I'm going to go to the area, the grassy area behind the future site of Dallas Love Field. And this is in the middle of the night, of course. Oh, well, it's before we're going to bed. And I'm going to stop and realize I forgot I get to go borrow Siobhan's shovel. Siobhan, can I get your shovel, please? I need to dig a hole for my fruit.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Back. And
Quick, before the spy...
knocking on the door of her inn. Siobhan, I need a shovel so I can bury my fruit! Siobhan! Siobhan, I have to do the thing everyone told me not to do!
I can't let this piece of myself...
No, perfectly valid.
Quick, before the spyenas come.
I go there and I dig the hole and I gently, reverently place the fruit in the hole.
Okay.
I look at it for a few moments, just thinking, wondering, what might it have been? What did I lose to this fruit? Was it my ability to touch my thumb to my wrist? Was it my memory of the taste of oranges? Was it some part of my personality that has not reared its head recently and never will again? Was it the fact that I was going to go bald, my entire body, all of it, next month? I don't know. But I know. I say this part out loud. I know whatever you end up being, you will be a part of it. And I lower into the hole the blue rose, and I gently lower in my frisbee.
Oh my.
Is that thing organic?
No, but I will, of course, dig the frisbee back up.
It's made of the fascinating new Joldrish invention plastic.
No!
The frisbee just blocks all root growth.
Yeah, it's just completely dies.
It is on the side. And of course, if the frisbee survives, then I will just pick it up and just use it again. And then I pack it in, bury it, as you do a seed fruit thing.
And when I'm done, You'll Be in My Heart plays in the background in the meantime.
I Give it a kiss.
I'm gonna kiss the dead.
Stand up. And go find Tiffany to help me set my tent up.
Excellent. And with that small, peaceful ritual of total madness, we bring this Cidorni to a close.
The sequel.
Ladies and
SINDROA
gentlemen,
2 mini.
this has been SINDROA
3.
Somebody find John Youskitary another job. Bye!
Goodbye for now, I suppose.